Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Fate stream on the Steel Donut Collective. I'm Connor. With me at the start here is Blake,
Hey, everyone.
Bob,
This is my final intro line.
and Yella.
Hi, good day, good
And
evening.
We're hoping
good night.
Matt can join. But either
Internet
way,
issues, you know how it is.
yeah. Either way,
That's
we'll be
one of the
starting
big
off.
hopes we have.
Yeah.
It's on our prayer list.
We'll be starting off today with Chapter 14, Last Stand,
war.
aka Fallen. Yeah, the war to rescue Luna from Night Shadow and his army of Ailcorns.
George R.R.
Right.
Martin cannot bring winter to Westeros, but QB Gear can bring war to Equestria.
Damn.
I'm so excited for war. Who else is excited for war?
Haha.
War, what is it good for? Absolutely everything.
Wow,
Oh.
it's good for me.
It's good for the economy.
Are you a warmonger? Is that why it's good for you? Is that what's happening?
No questions.
Okay,
yeah.
I will not ask questions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was really curious why Bob put all his money in bonds.
Yeah.
He seems to know something the rest of us don't.
Don't
So, yeah,
tell
check-
anyone.
Oh, sorry. Everyone listening to the stream, just forget I said that. Yeah, so Chapter
Just
14,
plug
Last
your ear
Stand,
holes.
a.k.a. Fallen.
Whoa.
Well, we start off with some author's chapters notes, though.
Yeah,
Got
Chapter
notes
14
again.
is now here. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to read them?
I can read them, yeah. Chapter 14 is now here. God, this made me sad writing this, but I had to do what had to do sadly.
Oh man. Oh,
Two things.
that was
Two
reading. That
things.
was very sad.
One, ow.
things.
Two, people are saying the stream's not going.
Oh,
Stream works for me, says Stannis.
yeah, stream works.
So everyone refresh and see if it starts working for you.
Yeah,
It is
for you.
now. CKD says it is now, so yeah, probably just refresh the page.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes YouTube's links are a little.
Yeah.
Like, if you
Oh,
go
well.
to the link I gave and add announcements, does that one work?
Yeah, that one works. That's how I got there.
All right, sweet.
Anyway, asterisk size asterisk. But please enjoy and review if you want to.
Mm.
I would say please don't review, but again, you can't because the website doesn't work anymore. Haha.
Ha ha.
Outplayed.
Curses foiled again.
If it wasn't for those meddling, however it happened, never mind.
Yeah, so
Android
Nightingale
Orange.
Park. Princess Celestia, the main 12, Shining Armor, Princess Cadence, and the Royal Guards walk through the park looking for Night Shadow's army. Well, big army, you can't fucking find it in the park.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're all hiding. They have amazing camouflage.
Imagine that scene where in like the two towers where Saruman is like, look at the size of my fucking army. And he like walks outside to show it to Grima, and it's just like 10 guys standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's
We'll
like.
destroy you. Oh yeah, you and what army? No, seriously, what army? Where's
What
where's
army?
the army?
Oh,
What?
Don't
Where is
don't
it?
worry about it. They all have octo camo. They're all here. I promise you. You
Oh.
just can't see them.
And then they climb over a hill and they see just like a field with thousands of chests. Turns out he has a mimic army.
Oh,
Shit! Oh
You-
shit!
You don't know which one's real and which ones. They're all mimics. They're all mimics.
They're all mimics.
Not one thing is
Yeah.
real.
Not one of those chests actually contains treasure.
It's like the mimics in Fate that are immune to every single element, so you can't use any magic on them at all, which is such bullshit. Anyway, a storm starts to come over their heads as they stop and see an empty ditch in front of them.
An empty
Oh,
ditch. Whoa!
Empty ditch.
Not the ditch.
As opposed to a filled ditch.
Which would just be
Land.
ground.
That's Earth.
I mean, that's like saying, like, oh man, look at that flat hill.
Oh man, look at that dry swamp.
Yeah. So yes, Rarity.
Okay. Oh, please don't. Oh, please tell me that we're not going in that ditch, are we? Not a question. It's so muddy and wet. I don't want to ruin my mane. It's bad enough that I have to walk in the dirt. Oh, sorry, that I have walk in the dirt and mud as it is.
Oh man, I remember when Christopher Walken said that in The Deer Hunter. Classic
Yeah,
war line.
when he said that he had walk, yes.
It's,
or-
it's an empty ditch.
I mean, listen,
chill.
CKD. She's still excited for all the fighting. She's just not excited to get dirty.
Oh, I see.
With the mud.
She wants a nice, clean fight.
Yeah, a nice
I wanna
clean
see a
fight
good,
and a
clean
nice
fight.
clean field. Not all of this rain bullshit causing all this mud and in a ditch. Like what's that? That's not. Come on.
Yeah, she
she's
thought
heard
being
that dad
carried
joke.
like a chariot. You know, one of those things where
Into
4
work.
guys just hold up the poles with the throne on it.
A litter, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just called a litter.
Oh, right.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, because I looked it up once. I think there might be like a very specific name, like for the Egyptian ones, like an Egyptian word, but like the general name is just called a litter.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah. So yeah, White Horse fell in the mud. Rarity whined. Corey then kneeled down and picked her up into his arms, like in that King James like Old English.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, you are such a sweetheart.
A sweetheart.
A sweetheart.
She said to him as they both shared a smile. Their small embrace was soon interrupted when they all saw
Small
something that was a
embrace.
few feet away from them.
Oh, whoa. Suddenly there's a thing in front
Oh, we
of
missed
us.
that army like right next to us. Twilight then squints her eyes to see it was a white leafless tree. Yes, the tree of Minas Tirith.
It's just a white tree.
Oh, sorry. Wait, who the fuck is that? Okay, yeah.
This is
Twilight.
Twilight.
There's something there.
Not
Not
one,
one,
not
not
three.
3. I can't make it out from here.
It's a few feet away.
It's a tree.
Well,
you
she
need to get your
squinted so
eyesight
much that she's closed her
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh.
No. Suddenly, Pinkie Pie then jumps in the air.
I'll do it.
Oh, I think I can tell what it is. She says as she then climbs up on Jack's back and holds on to his shoulders as she pulls out a telescope out from nowhere.
Okay.
She looks into the telescope and sees that it's Princess Luna tied to the tree.
How did you not notice the black horse tied to the white tree?
A few feet away. It's so close.
Like,
I think it was
Saw
supposed to be,
something that it really does say they all saw something that was a few feet away from them.
yeah, I think it was supposed to be a few hundred feet. I think a word got lost.
probably.
The most important word.
Yeah, the one.
Maybe the tree was a few feet away, but Luna's tied to the very top. I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
a very,
Probably
very
not,
tall tree.
Or
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah,
the
the
tree
few-
is extremely wide.
It's a few feet away, but it's like 1,000 feet tall. Yeah, so it's Princess Luna. It's Princess Luna. Pinkie Pie shouted happily. Celestia smiled brightly, hearing that it was her sister. Why don't you... Oh, yeah, I'm just standing here and talking about this. Luna's like, hey, a little help here.
Oh, good, they haven't killed the hostages.
Ah, good. She's still alive. They haven't just outright murdered
All
her
right,
yet.
folks, let's go home.
Oh, good, she's alive.
Oh, good.
Back
She's
it up.
alive. Well, that's a big relief. Well, bye.
I was just
Yeah,
scared.
we can put this off till tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
She thought, as Shining Armor then huddled every pony into a group.
All right, yeah. Do we
Then we have.
want to get a shining armor and Princess Cadence?
Yeah, sure.
I'll be shining armor.
Well, I
no,
think
As in,
Are we doing the audience
audience.
voices thing or not?
Oh,
What?
wait, what? I
Will
got
you-
confused.
are we gonna pull someone from the audience to
Right.
be?
Yes, okay. Forgot we do that. I'm stupid.
it's all good, man.
Okay. So yeah, we need a shining armor. Everybody, put up your
Yeah.
hands.
Let me look at that. Who's got hands up?
There's one hand up. Barack Butler has a
Butler.
hand up.
There were
And
like
TKD put a
five.
hand up.
I think it might be good to bring in Princess Cadence now as well.
Yeah, there were like 5 songs that immediately flew through my head about raising your hands, and they're all from like 2006.
Yeah.
It is true that eventually your mind just stops aging at a
Yeah,
certain point.
So far, it's only Barack Butler. Oh, okay. More hands are.
Like, I mean, we're talking like Tao Cruz, Pitbull, Flo Rida,
Yeah.
Usher.
You can
All
do
of
a
them just
lot
flew
with
through my head,
hands.
and I'm like, I'm old.
Whoa, write those all down and maybe DJ and Siddiq could do like a hand smash up.
Yeah.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, hell yeah.
DJ got us falling in love. Dynamite.
Anyway, we should pick some people.
Yeah, we should. I'm just filling the air until some hands. What hands do we
I
have?
mean, there are hands up. Barack Butler, CKD, not Kawhi. Those are hands that are up.
All right. Looks like CKD is the only true D hole here, but
Meldo coming in with the worst take.
Well,
I mean,
that's a
Pitbull.
great take.
I mean,
Anyway.
Pitbull is not. He wasn't a great rapper, but he made some good party music. He made everyone happy.
Anyway,
Except me.
I'll invite
me.
CKD, and then let's see.
I feel like we've had Barack Butler before, right?
Yeah,
Have we
I
had
think
not Kawhi?
we had not Kawhi as well.
Okay, so then it's a toss-up.
He made
Yeah.
everyone except for Locke's dad happy. Apparently, it was the Spanish, right? He got frustrated that he couldn't understand the Spanish.
Yeah, go ahead and grab somebody yell, and then we'll
Yeah. Here
we'll
we
just
go.
grab the other person next time.
Yeah, I just clicked whoever. You've been clicked.
I'm here.
You should. Hello, CKD. Hello,
Hey,
not
CKD.
Kawhi.
Okay.
We have people here.
Hey, we got people.
Yay!
Not Kawhi said. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
you're here now. So you can also say it yourself again, but we can also read. So never mind. So yeah, CKD, you be shining, and then not Kawhi, you be cadence, whatever her name is.
Yeah. Sea dance sometimes.
hmm
Okay. All right, every pony. Here's what the plan is. There might be camouflage, so this is what we need to be careful and need to watch out for.
Do I need to zoom in?
No, I think Shining Armor's plan just doesn't make a lot of sense, and then
Yeah,
he gets interrupted.
Charge! What?
Everyone then
Legitimately
turned.
Leroy Jenkins this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're literally planning it out, and he's literally cutting them off to try.
Yeah, I mean that is a
That
a
is
textbook.
literally that is a textbook,
my
Leroy
God.
Jenkins.
Yeah. So everyone then turned to see Clayton point at the tree with his katana in his left hand on his shoulder. Oh,
Yeah,
I see
like,
what they're talking about.
yeah, leaning on. his
Like
shoulder.
the guts pose, the cool guy guts pose.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. As soon as he said that, some of the rocks and dirt in the ditch then transformed into black alicorns as they then started attacking
crap.
at the Royal Army.
They actually were mimics.
They were mimics,
Yeah.
but they were rocks and dirt instead of.
They were dirt
chests.
mimics, yeah. You're like, oh man, dirt! And then you pick up the dirt and it attacks you.
Oh, dude, that would totally catch Ryu off guard. You know that guy loves dirt.
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah,
Shining
Ryu,
Armor
from
and
Streets.
Princess... Yeah, they attack from between his toes as he walks around bare feet.
Mhm.
Shining Armor and Princess Celestia then shouted in unison.
Oh boy.
Charge!
No, that's not the thing that was yelled.
Yeah, they yell attack.
Sorry.
Yeah, they yell attack. Attack.
Attack, yeah.
I can't yell in that voice. I'm sorry.
Shining Armor, fuck you and your plan. We're just gonna fight it out.
I mean, Shining Armor's also on board now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Soon-
once they've beefed it, you just gotta go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only correct course of action.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, Stance. That's a classic. Scares the Viet Cong. Yeah, soon the main 12 and the Royal Guards then started launching at the Black Alicorns. Some of the guards were pushing them back, taking them out one by one.
They're alicorns, though. What are these guards?
Princess
Garbage.
Celestia was using her magic as she froze every Black Alicorn that she saw as she was trying to reach her sister. Just look
I mean,
around more, and then
yeah,
let's
yeah.
fight will be
please.
over.
If you're gonna Medusa this, then just look around more, please.
Launching at the black alicorns.
I mean, the Black Alicorns also attacks at the Royal Army, so you know.
Yeah, they're like shadow Alicorns.
Pushing
like,
them
like,
back,
like
taking
silhouettes.
them out one by
Yeah, let's
one. I
hope.
just love these phrases.
Yeah.
Fighting Polygon team, you know?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yet,
I love the
despite
fight
all of that,
variety.
the Black Alicorns are just as effective as regular soldiers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like you didn't need them at all.
Oh, well, they could have been anything, yeah.
They
I
could have
mean,
just
the
been.
war-
Yeah.
I mean, the
The
black
war
alicorn.
itself doesn't need to be here. Like, this is a pointless war. You could have. I don't know.
The black alicorns are better than regular soldiers. The regular soldiers would be getting cut in half, while the black
That's true.
alicorns.
These are just getting
yeah.
frozen. It's much, you know what? Much better deal. Way fewer dead people. You know, I agree.
know what?
I find
For
this
the-
fine.
I'll take
She
it.
might be freezing them to death.
Oh shit, you're right. Well,
Yeah,
never
we don't
mind.
know.
Okay.
But yeah, so Celestia.
Oh, there are too many of them. I won't be able to reach Luna.
Oh
She
well,
said-
pack it up, team.
Well, goodbye.
She said to herself as she'd keep freezing more of the black alicorns that kept coming at her in swarms. Rainbow Dash was taking out black alicorns left and right with her lighting speed.
Oh.
Fluttershy was using her stare on some of the alicorns, making them run away.
I mean, if
Oh.
Fluttershy stares at you, then you
Yeah.
know you're in deep shit.
Yeah, like you're in Acapulco and you see some black alicorns like making street corn. It's like, this is our life now. We were soldiers and then we ran away. We got scared and this is what we
Yeah.
do now. It's
We
how we
live
get
here
by.
now.
Rarity and Twilight were using their magic on some of them. Oh, thanks. Applejack was
Rarity, thanks,
fucking
Twilight.
all of the black alicorns,
All of them.
while Pinkie Pie was using her party cannon on some.
I like that some of the characters are just attacking everything in sight, and some of them are like specifically targeting some of them, I guess.
Yeah, some of them have like really large like AoE attacks.
But I guess that's it, yeah.
Some of them
Uh,
owe
the-
them money.
Meanwhile, the boys,
Oh,
yeah,
Boys.
The boys.
the boys were punching down the Dark Army as hard as they could. Writing.
What?
Dylan was slashing.
Punching down.
Dylan was slashing half of the wave of alicorns with his windmill shuriken, as his
What?
cousin was cutting down some of them as
Oh my
well.
god. Whoa,
And what
you
were the
go,
rest
Dylan.
of
What
the
was that you
boys
said about
doing?
They're
what
punching
was that you
down.
guys said about what was that you guys said about the black old alicorns like only being frozen and not being cut in half?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was terribly wrong. I
I
apologize.
mean, they were like, I don't even know how he made them. They're just like shadow clones, I guess.
Yeah,
Brought it
like
back in
I guess
town.
they're just
I
guess
hope
so.
he didn't spend too much time on that because
Yeah, because it's not really paying off.
Waste.
I mean, who knows how many there are? Like, it could just be a case of just, overwhelming forces, as in the others will tire out eventually.
Yeah, like
It
there's
seems
like
like
literally a million.
It seems like some of the people fighting these black alicorns are fighting them like it's almost like a brawler video game where there's like lots of enemies,
Yeah,
but
it's-
you fight
it's
them
just-
basically one at a time.
It's
And
it's just
and it
it's
seems like
just
the
a
boys are
punch-out.
doing this
It's
like
just
it's
what's it
Dynasty
called?
Warriors.
Dynasty
mean-
Warriors,
slashing
exactly.
huge
Dude.
fucking swaths of them.
Dude, I love Dynasty Warriors. I also love
Yeah.
Samurai Warriors. I also love Pirate Warriors, the One Piece version of
Oh,
Dynasty
God.
Warriors. That one is genuinely really good.
Okay.
Really
I mean,
good.
All I could
Yeah,
say
but
is
Yellow likes Broin Warriors
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
best.
Pirate Warriors.
He
yeah.
plays Clayton.
All I gotta
Ah.
say is you go, Dylan. Like he's doing so much
Yeah, no, he's
slashing
doing
and
a
killing
lot.
that he even made Clayton's part of that just be a summary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Dylan was the
Clayton
main
played second
character
fiddle.
Yeah.
for one sentence. His
Yeah.
cousin was cutting down some of them.
Yeah. As the Royal Army was taking down the Dark Army, Princess Cadence was taking out a few, as Shining Armor was charging into some of them. Just then he stops to see something move from the other side of the battlefield. He saw that it was going after Princess Cadence.
Oh
Oh
no.
no. Oh my god.
Has a whole battlefield to get there.
Yeah. This is Shining and Princess Cadence talking to each other, so. Or is it? Who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Princess, Princess Cadence, watch out!
He yelled.
Shining,
Sounds just like a
what
show.
is it?
Don't distract her.
Don't distract me. I'm busy.
Behind you!
Also, I
Oh
love
my
I love how she brought that. Can you please read that bit, Blake?
Yeah. What Shining? What is it? She
No,
yes
yeah,
back to
yeah,
him.
she yes back to him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're pronouncing legendary cryptid. I'm not sure what those scare quotes are are insinuating, but her name's not spelled that way. It's supposed to be spelled Cada in C.
Well, no, that's the way the word is spelled, I think. They spell
Yeah.
her name Cadence
Yeah,
on
we
the
were-
show, but
yeah,
her name is pronounced Cadence. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh no, I looked it up. Wasn't it Cadance?
We
Uh.
went over this. The word as it is spelled, like the normal word, is as it is written here in the story. But in MLP, they spell it with an A instead of an
Yeah.
E.
And
And
that's
then-
how the name. Well, cadence is a name, and when it is a name,
Mhm.
it's usually spelled CADANC.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
the, re-
you're right,
and the
you're right.
reason
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
the reason
So-
we're mispronouncing it is just because this is not how it's written in the show. So that's how
Yeah,
we're
It's not
pointing
her
out that
name.
error.
Her name isn't Princess Cadence spelled the way the word is spelled. It's spelled the way the name is spelled.
Yeah. So anytime it shows up spelled not the way it's supposed to be, we're pronounce. I choose
We're
to
emphasizing
pronounce it
it.
that way just to
Draw
remind
attention.
you that it's wrong. Yeah, to call attention to it. Yeah, there you go. So her name is Cadence, but right now it's being spelled Cadence. Sometimes it gets spelled other ways too, but I don't want to spoil too much.
Ooh.
So yes, she yes back to him. She then turned her head to see a large figure with a long blade machete.
No.
Long blade machete instead
Blood
of
It is-
machetes are very scary too, but this is
A blade machete,
Yeah.
as opposed to a club machete.
As opposed
Mhm.
In
to
his
all
right
those
hand.
1-inch swords.
As opposed
She
to a
then
pipe
stumbles
machete.
back and falls to her feet. Yes,
Falls to her feet.
I think she was flying. She has wings.
Okay.
But it
So
does
how
sound
did she
weird.
stumble?
She
She air
stumbled in
stumbled.
the air. Yeah, she air
Carefully.
stumbled.
I mean, why not? She just reverses.
I mean, it's like turbulence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But instead of it being due to air currents, it's due to her own
Yeah.
concentration.
Yeah, she spilled her
Being broken.
peanuts and screwdriver.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you ever order a screwdriver on a plane, they literally just hand you a bottle of orange juice, a bottle of vodka, and say, make it yourself. That's what happened to me.
I
I
mean,
was like, thanks.
for me, they just gave me a screwdriver.
Yeah, they said, here you go. Could you tighten up some of those fold down trays? They're getting kind of wobbly.
Like, God damn it! Let's start tightening. You know,
Yeah, it's like,
I like
might as
that
well.
you still do it.
I still do it. Yeah, I mean,
Well, you don't
they
wanna
asked
cause a scene.
nicely. I don't want to
Yeah.
cause problems. Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair enough.
No,
It's not
I mean,
their
they
fault.
they could throw you right off the plane if they wanted to. They have all the power.
yeah. They're legally allowed to throw me off the
Kill
plane
you, yeah.
if I'm causing trouble.
They give you a parachute if maybe.
No, if they
and then
want
they
to.
throw you
Yeah.
off. Yeah, it's their call, and then they just throw you out.
They
The
have no
captain of the plane
obligation.
is allowed to do anything he wants to you. That's right. Extrajudicial executions can happen on planes.
Yeah, like the pilot has full diplomatic immunity. Like in the air, he is king.
God.
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
It's like maritime
Emperor
law, but it's
of
like
the
airtime
sky.
law. Yeah.
Yeah, airtime law.
Just so it's clear, I don't know if Blake you were. I don't know if it was with you or with somebody else, but I remember I saw there was a video of like a pilot debunking myths, and he was talking. People in the comment section were talking about not the comment section of his video, the comment section he was responding to. We're talking about how like if you're on a plane, the pilot can do literally anything to keep the other passengers safe, including killing you, and like. He was like, no, like absolutely not. You cannot murder people on a plane.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
they give every pilot a cyanide pill, and it's like if anyone gives you trouble, you use
Just
this on
kill
them.
him. Yeah, just
Yeah.
fucking kill him.
I mean, he can do anything to you on a plane. It's when he lands
It
that
gets
plane
onto
is
the
when he might
ground
get
and the
in trouble.
police show up. That's when
Yeah.
things become a problem
Yeah.
for him.
He's like, here's the thing: like, if you ever see a plane circling and it's like, oh, there's no runway available, that's just a conspiracy. In reality, it's because the
They
pilot's
just want to
taking
get a
care of
couple more
business.
punches in on this
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, he can do whatever to you that he wants, as long as he can also escape and never be found like DB Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where do you think Amelia Earhart
Okay.
went?
Isn't that
Yeah.
true of everyone though? You can do anything you want as long as you can get
I mean,
away.
at that point, I guess pilots just aren't anything special. Come on, it's just
Yeah.
pilots. They just plane, whatever.
yeah.
Head
Oh,
up
well,
in the
back-
Okay,
clouds.
we have a epic battle to get to.
Oh,
hell
right.
yeah.
Well, kind of. Epic in scare quotes. So yeah, she stumbles back and falls to her feet, trembling in fear at the figure's dark grin showing. Twilight then glances over a bit to see how the other are doing, as she then spots Princess Cadence on her hoofs.
Wow. Princess Cadence!
Twilight yells as she watches the figure raise his weapon over her.
Stop distracting her.
I guess
And then
we
this is-
have.
Vanish.
This is Vanish.
This is Vanish. Oh boy.
Oh,
Who
Was it I Vanish?
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, what a shame that you have to go, my dear.
The figure says to her.
But I have to stop you. No hard feelings.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Nothing
really.
personnel, kiddo.
He smiles more as he see her start to shed tears as she
Yes,
closes her
cry
eyes,
for
waving her
me.
demise.
You're still standing
Gave up
up.
pretty
Do
quickly.
something. Okay.
I have something important to tell you in advance.
I just can't. All I'm thinking about is, do you remember the Thanksgiving scroll from Jake and Amir where he's sitting in the bathroom and Dave is standing like right there at the door, and he's just like, eviscerate my nose. Like he's just got this weird death wish. He just presents himself to be killed.
Yeah.
That's all I'm seeing.
That's all
in my
that.
head.
Yeah, Princess Cadence.
She's
is
like,
very-
I
She's
could be
accepted
doing
it.
anything to avoid death right now, but nah.
Nah.
You're not stopping nobody, Vanish.
So I
Vanish,
am
then
stopping
looked up.
somebody. You need to be careful about your words there.
Yeah, Vanish then looked up to see Clayton run at him as they then clashed blades, grinning at each other like their first encounter. It's so freaking cool.
Oh shit,
It's
the
a
rematch.
callback as well. Ooh, rematch time.
Princess Cadence then opens her eyes to see that her attacker was blocked by her human ally.
Also, I want people to remember, by the way, real quick, that last time they had a fight, Clayton let Vanish go, saying something weird along the lines of "You have potential." Remember that?
Oh, right.
Remember that?
That,
That
was
was
weird.
That was weird.
Why did he say that?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, because it's the anime cool guy thing to say.
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
It doesn't matter if it
That's
makes sense
fair.
or not.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted a real challenge, and no one here in this human world is as cool a sword fighter or guy as
Oh.
me.
Well, I mean, it's straight up like, Vegeta's like crawling into his escape pod, and Krillin's about to stab him in the back, and Goku's like, no, let him go, because I want to fight this guy again.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
and Krillin's like, Goku, you literally tried to fucking kill everyone on Earth. What are you talking about? And
Goku,
Goku's like, no, but trust me, man, please, as a friend. And he's like,
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, luckily it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Yeah, Goku got super lucky there.
Yeah, no, he really did though.
Alright, so Princess Cadence.
Alan.
Go! Get moving and help out the others. I got Vanish.
But
Go! I'll be fine. Wait, no, that's I-L apostrophe L. I'll be fine.
Ew.
Ugh, just who the hey do you think I am?
Fuck you.
oh, there you go, Stiz.
So, don't say your tagline to someone who you're just telling to run away. Like, you're really distilling it. Not that
Uh-huh.
it was
Credit
good
to-
to begin with.
Hey, credit to that guy. He has a straight up like no dachi there. Look at that thing.
Yeah, no, it's a nice sword. It's a nice sword.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Kamina sunglasses though, and
Yeah.
for that reason, I'm out.
Fair.
Ooh, is he doing
Yeah,
the thing?
so-
Yeah, he's doing the thing where he's got the coat, but he's not
Mhm.
actually wearing the sleeves.
Yeah, he's wearing it like a cape.
I always
it's-
wonder
it's,
how
uh,
those
which is
stay
super
on.
cool. Well, in anime, it's because you're anime.
As long as he doesn't move too much, it's fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Clayton says his cool line, and then the narration.
She didn't get what he meant by that, but she did what he asked her as she
No.
go up and ran over to help Twilight and Rarity, who were now having their hands full.
Beautiful.
She didn't.
Wow.
I understand that she didn't get it. I still don't fucking get it.
Dylan and Sam were taking down the
Hmm.
Black Alicorns one by one. Jack then grabbed one of the Black Alicorns and used him like a weapon as he swatted hundreds of Alicorns.
Holy shit,
Oh my God,
Jack, what the
Jack.
fuck?
I mean, again, that's biblical. That's like Samson slaughtering the army with a jawbone, you know?
Even if he'd done it to a dozen, that would be pretty intense. But like
It's hundreds.
hundreds?
I mean,
It
like
is
we
Dynasty
said,
Warriors.
Yeah, it's literally fucking Dynasty Warriors.
Max then kicked one of them, which is a little
One
bit less
dropped
exciting than
kick.
swatting hundreds,
Yeah.
making him fall back into a group of them. Corey
Okay,
and
that's a
Applejack
bit
were
better.
back to back, even though one of them's a horse, as they keep swinging hoofs and punches and kicks at each one, sending them flying. Also, I just realized the
What?
horses are so small in this. You have to keep in mind that these black alicorns are, again, the size of small knee-high dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's grabbed one by the tail and he's swinging it
guys.
around very low to the ground.
Hey guys, CKD just fixed that picture of the
Thank
dude.
you.
Oh, I see.
Also,
Thank
that fan art is freaking amazing
Yeah.
that Brock Butler posted.
Yeah, it
drew that.
is.
That looks really good.
And
Uh,
Max kicks one of them, and it's like a bowling ball. It goes into a group of them and knocks them all over.
Yeah, just like imagine somebody
Right?
just fucking punting their way through like a field of chihuahuas. That's what's going on here.
Oh my god.
Which makes it a little less epic.
Yeah, no, I feel really bad for the opposing army now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just getting literally stomped.
I
Oh,
mean, they
no.
asked the question, how many 5-year-olds could you take in a fight? But, like, how many knee-high dogs could you take in a fight?
Yeah. I feel like there'd be a lot of friendly fire here. Like, I'd just be kicking through the alicorns and it'd be like, oh shit, sorry, Twilight. And she's just sailing through the air.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. I was just thinking like to the other humans, but like like Sam and Dylan are like swatting the alicorns that are getting thrown up into the air away from their faces while they're also kicking them in the fucking like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good thing our allies are all brightly colored, while all of the bad guys are look the same.
Right, they stand out in this field of darkness.
Yeah, like, again, it's
That's-
literally like the Fighting Polygon team.
Yeah.
Man. I'm
That's
sad
what
now
the
that
Couldn't get for
Sorry,
going
go
to war without a name.
That
Yeah,
gives
that's
us
basically
perfect- That's exactly
basically
what's
it.
fucking happening.
Yeah.
That is exactly what's happening. That's awesome.
Oh no.
Goddamn ants.
Oh my gosh. It's so perfect. Oh man. Oh, I'm jealous I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's a perfect comparison. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm now sad
let's see.
that
So,
the Dynasty Warriors kind of not knockoff games because they were licensed, but those kind of games for other series
Spin-off
wasn't
games.
around when My Little Pony was big,
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
and we got
Dude,
Hey,
we
modding
could
community.
have,
Yeah.
we really could have gotten Pony Fighters,
I mean, we got a pony
Pony
fighting game,
Warriors.
okay.
but
I mean-
Pony Warriors would have been fucking sick.
Oh, you mean them fighting herd?
Yeah.
It's not actually ponies, but it is pony-like.
Yeah.
we are the ponies.
Anyway.
Yeah, so now that we've established this amazing visual,
Mhm.
so yeah, on the other side of the battlefield, Clayton and Vanish were exchanging clashes with their blades as they made sparks fly off their swords. They kept gritting their teeth, not good for your teeth, as they landed each swing of their weapon.
I like how it says as they made sparks fly off their swords, because that makes it feel like it doesn't happen because the swords like clash. They just do that.
That's also a really good gif.
Yeah. My God, 4 chances.
You ever see
to
an
do
episode
the
of
right
Power
there.
Rangers where
Okay.
No, go ahead.
you ever see an episode of Power Rangers where like sparks will just come out from nowhere when two swords like even tap each other?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
just shoot all over the place, yeah.
Well, in this case, it happens without the swords even touching.
Yeah, that's supposed to be like hit sparks, like video game hit sparks, but it looks
Yeah.
so weird in live action.
It
Yeah.
does.
Right. Oh, so this is how it's gonna end, huh, Vanish?
We're in chapter
What?
14.
I would imagine that's not, but who knows? So, I'm sorry. For you, maybe, but for me, not so much.
Lame.
Hey,
You gotta work on these comebacks.
hey, you'd be surprised. Karma is a real fucking bitch. What?
Lame.
But I
Karma-
won
That's
last
the
time.
one-liner fight. Who has the worst one-liner?
She's a beast. I call her Karma. Again, I'm
Rip
old.
your heart
Heart
out.
Heart out.
Like
Like
Jeffrey
Jeffrey.
Dahmer.
Vandish then smiled at his saying.
That is saying.
Oh my! It doesn't get better. This sentence. How really? How so?
Clayton then lifted his
How
black
when?
communist sunglasses.
Oh no!
Quick question before we continue: does Shining Armor and Cadence come back? Or Cadence?
This chapter.
Can you guys
or
kind of
this-
check?
I don't
I
think
feel
so.
like I remember them just being very intermittent through this whole fight.
Okay. Well, then we'll just keep them around. Okay.
So
For not putting me back in the dark.
Yeah, you can stick around.
okay,
Not
so,
quite. You're also welcome to speak up if you want.
No.
okay, so Karma's a real bitch. How so? Like this now, guys.
That
Okay. Vanished and looked up to see a group of Royal Alecorn guards.
Oh,
Don't
dude,
look out
they've
for this.
also got acorns.
Yeah, raise up a huge amount of rocks. What a fucking
What?
the Stone Age, and throw them down at Vanish and some of the Black Alicorns.
So when you said ditch, did you mean like a crevasse that you
Dude.
could throw down at your enemies?
This is an
Like,
unironic.
Acorns can fly.
This is
Oh,
an
that's true.
unironic. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Just throwing down the rock.
Aren't they at some park?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They're in a park.
They're like
Why-
in Central Park.
why
It's a
is
huge
there,
city
like-
park.
There's like there's like families there, and they're like, I don't know if we should
I just wanted to do a
But does this
picnic.
park have like big rocks that you can?
So
Throw
somehow,
No,
like-
they have to bring them.
Oh,
somehow,
somebody
like,
remembered the Star Trek. Yeah, you got to throw the rock. It's the best technique, and when you have futuristic technology, just throw a rock.
I mean, nothing beats the old class.
The people.
No.
Yes.
So here we go.
Let's
So
go.
they throw them down at Vanish and some of the black alicorns. Vanished and looks back at Clayton, glaring at him while getting hit with rocks, I guess.
Oh my god, this
What
line.
the fuck is Vanish doing?
I don't know, but this line is awful. Clayton, you fool. This was a trap, wasn't it? I mean, you're
Clayton,
the
It was
fool.
just you
You're
not paying
falling for it.
attention.
I mean, you're the one who invited them to war.
You were here
They're
first.
literally on a battlefield right now. Like everyone's getting attacked all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is not
Just
a
wasn't
trap.
I mean,
paying attention to anyone
Hold on.
else, so that's not a trap.
I mean, Clayton did, apparently without communicating this, get some of Celestia's army to, like, fly up in the air, and Vanish did not notice that at all until now.
Well, yeah, this
to
is
throw rocks down
this
at
was
him.
his secret. This was his secret ace in the sleeve. You know, he was like, "Hey guys, at some point during the battle, I'll signal you. You throw some rocks." But you know what's funny? It's clearly not effective because Vanish is just getting pelted with rocks, and he's just like
And still
Clayton,
talking.
and he's
still,
like this, like as if to be like Clayton. Seriously, you thought just hitting me with fucking rocks would work?
Yeah.
You know how
Clayton,
small these
come on.
ponies are? These are like little tiny pebbles. This doesn't
Clayton.
hurt me.
Yeah,
Clayton, do you see me being affected?
I have a big machete. We're sword fighting.
What the fuck did you think tiny rocks were gonna do? You thought it was David and Goliath situation?
like-
Well,
It's
no.
like
What
a
the- what the
fucking
fuck is this-
hailstorm. It's
what
no
the fuck
worse
is this,
than a
like-
hailstorm.
What is he doing? You fool! This was a trap. You're the one who got trapped by your own logic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like by your
mean-
reasoning, you're the fool.
I mean, Bob, like Locke said, you fool, you tricked me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fool me
What?
once, shame on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes, right? You just skip straight to shame on you.
Yeah.
Clayton then pulls his sunglasses back over his eyes.
Yep, sure looks that way.
It's just stating the obvious and the plain and normal. He then runs at Vanish and body slams into him, knocking him back.
Body slams
And-
into him.
This
Yeah.
line is. I feel like he just heard the word karma and is learning what it is, but he
He
doesn't know
doesn't
what it is.
know at
He has
all
no
what
idea.
it is.
Because listen to this line.
I'm gonna put all our might, luck, and metal all on karma.
Okay,
That's
you
the
really
wrong
don't-
metal, by the
Oh.
way.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, it sounds like he's betting on a racehorse, which I guess he kind of is.
wrong metal doesn't know what karma is. This line is perfection.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I hope karma wins. You know, I want to see him get a return on that bet. He
Mhm.
then jumps on one of the rocks. I guess these are really big rocks. And runs after the white tree, determined to rescue Princess Luna.
Runs
Luna
after
watched
it.
as the battle raged on. She couldn't bear to see her friends put their lives on the line for her sake, let alone her own sister. But they're not fighting for her sister, they're fighting for you. Oh yeah, the sentence is written wrong. She tried to move, but the rope that she was tied in was encased with a straight magic energy, making her magic useless and her wings unable to move.
Wow.
Isn't it always?
It is always.
As Clayton was running to get Luna, he saw a few black alicorns. I'm his path. Yeah, me.
I am
Wow.
his path. He should
Wa-
follow.
Walk
along
upon me.
Walk upon me. Follow where I go.
As he was about to strike Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Dylan, excuse me.
Gosh,
Yeah.
which one of these is the OC?
This word is really hard to say. Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Dylan axed them.
Oh,
Asked.
I see. Okay, I thought for a second he was like about to strike Rainbow Dash.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. As he was about to strike Rainbow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He
it's
was
supposed to
about
be
to
like-
strike, comma. Is what it's supposed to be.
As the black.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is getting so bad.
Yeah, it's hard to follow, isn't it?
I've read it over a few times now, real quick. I understand what it says now. It's written horribly.
Yeah.
So there are black alicorns in his path, and as he is about to strike the black alicorns to get them out of the path, Rainbow Dash,
Comma.
Fluttershy, and Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Dylan beat him to the punch.
And-
Yes.
getting
And
them
they
out of his way.
Them.
And they asked.
them. And then Dylan's like trying to be like Falco here. Listen to this.
Need a hand?
Dylan said as he raised his hand up to receive his windmill shuriken.
So
Raise
he's
up
not.
your hand.
I thought he was swinging the thing because the windmill shuriken.
No, he's throwing it this time.
But
Yeah,
he's
it's a throwing
throwing
shuriken.
it.
This
Yeah, it's a
time,
throwing shuriken. Yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
all
he's
shuriken.
just-
Shuriken are
So
made
is it
for
coming
throwing.
back to his
Yeah,
hand?
it's a throwing shuriken
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Yeah,
even
well,
though
I
real
mean, it's like an anime thing. Like, it's
yeah.
attracted to his, like, chi.
It is literally the windmill shuriken from fucking Ninja Gaiden. It
So
goes
he's
that
not.
way.
He's for sure. This is not. These aren't humans from our world. These
Yes.
guys are just.
I mean, keep in mind, they come from the city from Ghost in the Shell. I mean, they straight up
Yeah,
are
they are
anime
literally
characters.
This is
anime.
just anime
Okay.
world.
Nonsense, yeah.
And so for whatever reason, because it's never explained how, Dylan and Clayton have anime powers.
Yeah.
They just do.
Like, they're weapons masters. Clayton got shot way earlier, but it didn't
Yeah.
matter. Like,
You know,
Yeah,
weirdly enough,
genuinely.
it's a lot of Japanese shows do this. Like Yu Yu Hakusho did it, just as an example. But a lot of them do this thing where it's like, if the characters are teenagers, it'll start out with them like in high school doing boring high school stuff, and then the stakes will just all of a sudden rise, and everyone has like DBZ powers, and it's like that's what happened here. Like we saw them at home, domestic disputes, and now they're just fighting in a war with anime powers, and there was not a good transition point to that.
Yeah.
It just happens and you just roll with it because that's all you can do.
It's anime.
Any Toonami aired anime at the time this was written, basically. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a hand, Dylan said. So, yay! You look like you need it.
Thanks. Rainbow Dash said in a serious tone, smiling a little bit. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to do it?
No, you do.
Yes, we saw that you might need it. I mean, if it's okay with you, because, you know, I gotta talk like this all the time.
Fluttershy said, smile.
Even though I was staring down the enemy
Why
soldiers
are they
earlier.
smiling?
In the middle of war.
I mean, sometimes
the
you
war's been
smile
going
out of
great
nerves.
for them so far.
Because
Also that.
this is a very
That's true. The
one-sided
war is going pretty good for them.
Yeah.
Fluttershy said, smiling a little bit under her pink hair. Clayton nodded at them as he ran to the tree. Fucking vanished, then teleported.
So, okay, Vanish was standing next to Cadence, right? Okay, good. Got it.
Vanished and teleported over on his upper left side. Yeah, he's in fucking New York. The upper left side, yeah. Manhattan.
Like one of your French girls.
Alicorns, and then he says,
Alicorns, ignore those small. Blah, blah, blah.
It's a bad
What?
sentence. Restart.
Okay. Alicorns, ignore the small those fools. Turn back and defend the tree from that human.
God.
Yeah.
Human.
If
feel
my
like he,
commanding officer gave me that instruction, I would ask for clarification.
Ignore I will clarify. Ignore the small those fools. God.
Of in the cold food out of out.
How to eat the food.
food, yeah.
yeah, like, I feel like he kept rewriting that sentence, and he just kept forgetting to delete the old parts.
Yeah.
Clayton then turned his katana backwards.
Just dishonorably discharge me. I'm fucking defecting.
I think this is supposed to be he's like doing the thing where you hold the katana to where like the blade
Underhand
is
or
running
whatever.
down your arm. Yeah, but instead it says he's holding it backwards. So that means he literally turned it around and is pointing like the
Well,
blade
sharp
at
side
himself
towards it,
and
yeah.
hitting people with the blunt side.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Hey, Rurouni Kenshin does it. I want to do it too.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
not what
doesn't
he's
he
getting
use-
at. No, that's not what he's getting
Yeah.
at. Joke.
Yeah. Clayton.
Slashing damage isn't working. Time to switch to bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bludgeoning
pretty
damage.
much.
Clayton then turned his katana backwards as he then ran over to a black alicorn and jumped on his head, making him fly into the air a tiny bit, but enough for him to see vanish.
What?
What? But wasn't then?
He
Okay.
jumped on it,
Don't
grabbed
worry.
it, and then it started like no clipping him upwards,
Okay.
like
yeah.
like a source game.
He looks down and repeatedly grabs it.
It's
to cause
all
it to lift him into the
part
air, yeah.
it's all part of a very important sequence
Okay.
break for this speed run.
Yes.
Yeah, he grabs a stack of dirt and just nerd pulls up the tree.
Yeah.
He then pulled his left arm back and his katana at him, making the blade pin vanish to the ground as Clayton
What?
landed back onto his feet and ran past him.
I'm not even gonna try and decipher what happened.
He speared him with the
jumped up
sword and
pinned
pinned him into the ground.
Whoa, that's a very passive way to describe getting, stabbed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like completely skewered into the ground with a sword.
Yeah.
Sorry, but and then he
Is this
says
Clayton?
this. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Clayton. He just stabbed vanished through the stomach and like into the ground.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere.
He said as he then it's like when Thor puts the hammer on top of Loki, except stabbing all the way through the body. He said as he then slammed into a bunch of alicorns and tripped. Whoops.
What?
They are underfoot. They're very small. As he
Right,
then
but
started
why would you write your cool ass
See,
anime
that's-
character doing something this dopey?
That's why I thought it wasn't Clayton, because I read the rest of the sentence and was like, what? Like this.
well, because this is realistic. This really happened to him. It's
Oh,
documented.
okay, yeah, this is based on a true story.
Yeah. As he then started to roll over to the white tree that was holding Princess Luna. Yeah, he fell, and now he's just gonna fucking roll like a log.
Pardon
That's
my
the
French.
fastest way to move when you're supine.
Like, imagine if you saw someone lying on the ground, rolling like a log, and they were just rocketing down the road that way.
Oh, I was actually imagining that he was more like kind of like spin dashing like Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, way too cool.
That's fair.
What the fuck? As soon as he stopped himself, he then got to his feet. Yeah, that's really what he was doing.
Yeah.
And looked at Princess Luna, who was smiling at him, as she tried to move her body so that she could hug him.
You're
Why
still
is
tied to
everybody
a tree, you
smiling?
dumbass. I mean, she's
Sure.
smiling because he is there to save her, and she's like, "Yay!"
Have you ever played like
the
Riff?
war
It's a
is
lot of
still
fun.
happening.
That
Yeah,
doesn't mean you can't be happy at being saved.
I
Come
feel
on,
like
Bob.
you should be more concerned about all the people who are probably
Bob,
dying. Or
Bob,
I guess
she's
the Black Alicorns aren't
Bob,
doing much.
Bob. She is royalty.
Yeah, she only cares about herself.
Exactly.
And you also have to keep in mind, man. I mean, those people who died wouldn't want you to be sad. Okay, they would want you to be happy since you're still alive.
Okay,
You gotta
but
be
could
happy
you
for
be
them.
angry?
No. You gotta be happy for them. They wouldn't want you to be angry. I know a lot about what those dead people would want for you. Trust me.
Little known fact: the Axe body spray that Clayton's wearing,
Yeah.
very attractive to horses.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Horses
They're
love
always
it.
trying to jump his bones. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Who said
Clayton, she yelled as he then walked over to her and started untying the rope around her. As the rope fell to the ground, she launched into his arms, kissing him and nuzzling his cheek.
Now's
course.
really not the time. Okay.
Yeah, no, this I have more of a problem with the war still going on.
Yeah, well, the
Him and
bombs
I
haven't
be
even
honest
dropped yet, and they're
with-
already gonna bang. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You and your friends saved me. Well, I mean, mostly him. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
like
you.
that. It's not thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you. It's like three separate. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. He then lifted her up and smiled at her with her in his arms.
So fucking weird. They keep reminding me how small she is.
Yeah. Yay,
Small horse.
Sorry, what?
I just said small horse.
Yay, we did. Come on, let's get you back home safe and sound, okay?
Safe
Okay.
and sound and okay.
Okay. Starting to notice a strategic error on the side of the villains by bringing her here.
Yeah, they could have just left her back at the sun. I mean, they did say it was going to be a game with her as the prize, so I guess
Also,
they're just
like,
they're
Basically,
very
capture the
considerate.
flag,
Kinda
but instead
capture
of
the
a flag,
flag.
it's
Yeah, it's catchy. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Not till I
also,
figured it out.
except this flag has magic and can fight. So,
Well,
like,
that's why they-
that's why the rope was encased
right.
in magic.
Okay, so that if they get her out of the rope, now they've
Now
they've got
it's over.
another-
Game's over. Now they
Pretty
get a
much
leave.
won.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She nodded, although she's not very combat ready. If you've noticed, like she got pretty
Mhm.
bodied when she came here at first, so who knows?
That's
Fair.
true.
Fair.
She nodded as she then got out of his arms and opened her wings and started flying over to her sister. Princess Celestia was overjoyed as she saw her sister come to her side as she pulled her wings out
How many
over
asses
her,
can
hugging
we
her.
get in this?
Too many.
Everyone cheered as the two were reunited together again. Dylan then yelled out to his cousin.
Woo!
We did it, bro. We did it.
Clayton then
You
scratched
beat
his
the
head.
whole army when you're not looking.
Uh-huh.
Clayton then scratched his head, smiling at their victory.
We sure did, man. We sure did. Come on, let's go to Equestria and...
His words, I'm curious what he would have said, but we'll never know. His words were stopped as he then heard a
Fuck our
thundering
horse.
roar. Everyone then stopped cheering. Yay, cheers!
The noise.
As they were trying to find out the noise.
What is that? What is that noise?
Verity
Whose
then
footprints
looked
are
over
these?
at Clayton's feet to see a blue glow underneath him.
Whose footprints are those? What was that noise?
Oh God, they built this park on top of a fault line.
Oh shit. Darling, look out below you.
He yelled. As soon as he looked down, the blue energy blasted out of the ground, hitting Clayton's left shoulder.
Okay.
There's a lot of him to hit before the left shoulder if it starts below him.
I mean, if he was looking down, maybe he was leaning forward a bit, exposing it just enough for like a beam to get like past and hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Left shoulder is his weak spot for massive damage. It's
That's
like his
true.
Achilles heel, but it's
He's
straight to the
immune
left
everywhere
shoulder.
else.
Achilles,
So it
Achilles' shoulder.
yeah,
Look,
it hit him
here's the-
all over, but
Yeah,
only
okay,
damaged the shoulder.
Yeah.
Ah!
Clayton shouted as he was thrown into the air by the blast as it then exploded.
The blast
Dylan, then that-
exploded, you say?
Dylan then had a look of shock on his face.
Oh crap!
Imagine if you saw someone like essentially just like fucking like shoot themselves in the foot. You just go, oh crap.
Ah, dag nabbit.
Rainbow Dash is.
Ah,
I actually
beans.
did know a guy who, when he went out hunting, shot himself in the foot,
Oh,
and he blew his foot in half.
oh my
oh
god.
my god!
Which is why, what does the NRA safety rule? Treat every gun as if it's loaded. Don't point it at something you don't want to destroy, which would include your foot.
Yeah.
What's funny is he went back out hunting while his foot was still in a cast, and I'm like, damn, that's some dedication.
Yeah.
You can't
He
let
had
the
to finish
gun
the
win.
job.
He
other
had to
foot
destroy
down.
his other foot.
Match and set, yeah. yeah, and you're right, Meldo. He said, oh crap, when he blew his foot in half. I'm sure that's exactly what he said.
Oh no.
Oh man. Yeah, because I think they were duck hunting too, so it was like a shotgun. It was really bad. Anyway, but he's fine now. So yeah, he got blasted into the air. Rainbow Dash's mouth dropped in fear as she then yelled for him.
Clayton!
Clayton was in midair, in pain, as a large figure then came out of the ground.
Oh no!
What?
And
Oh,
guess
no.
who? Guess fucking who?
Oh no!
He's back!
Hey, Lomain, can you get in here? Are you still
Yeah, I
watching
saw
the stream?
Lomain earlier. Are you
Oh,
here?
man, please.
Lomain is here. Yeah. Here. Let me invite it. Wait. Lomain, raise your hand if you're able to.
Oh, he can't talk right now.
Can't talk right now. Okay, we can get somebody else to be Richard.
We'll get someone else for Richard then. But
All
know
right,
that we
please.
offered it.
Please lift your hands to the air.
Yeah, put your fingers in the sky if you know you are the best.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb.
Caleb
Barack Butler also had a
had a hand up earlier.
Had a hand up earlier, but isn't now.
He can't. All right,
Wow.
Caleb was good.
All right,
Yeah, all right. Invited.
Invite.
Get in here. There we are.
What's up, Tiny Stark?
Yo.
What's up, Richard?
The smallest of Starks.
All right, so here we go. I'll give you the setup. Are you ready?
All right.
Clayton was in midair in pain as a large figure then came out of the ground.
Well, if it isn't the best.
Good luck.
I
didn't see that either.
I'm amazed that you got. I'm amazed you got "it's isn't" right away. If it's isn't, it's hard.
Well, if it isn't the best straight.
No. You had it right the first time. It's well. If it's isn't.
Well, if it isn't the best straight, I cut my eye.
So that would translate to, without the apostrophes, it is not. If it is not.
Wow.
The bastard that come on.
What happened?
The figure then ripped of his hood to revile that it was Richard.
That dick.
Wow.
That asshole. He's here.
How did he come out of the ground? What?
Oh, very careful.
Because he has anime powers.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just
Okay.
we went from season 1 of Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh man, I have to get an A for my math homework. To season 2, I have to kill this demon, or else the whole world is gonna fucking.
I have to kill God, or else. Oh no.
Like that's the exact jump that we've had.
Also, wasn't Richard given like a thing, like a weapon by somebody?
Yeah, he was given like that flame spear.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
vanish.
The
Yeah.
fire lance.
Gave him powers.
Why
Why
didn't
didn't
We'll
they
see those
bring
maybe.
Richard to the battle?
I mean, he's here now.
Actually, him
Okay, but they've lost.
He was in the middle of playing Call of Duty. He just got 15 kills.
He was Plan B.
I guess.
Okay.
Clayton's plan was to trap them and throw rocks at them.
Yeah.
Their
You don't
plan
need
was to
Richard.
unleash Richard on them.
Yeah.
Throw rocks.
Oh, okay.
This really does
bastard.
kind of put into scale how silly this war is. One person's plan was to trap them and throw rocks on them, and the other team had Richard on their side.
Yeah, what a fucking fight.
All right, so Richard, damn you stupid son of a.
He was cut off as he was hit by his katana in midair, stunning him as it slammed into the hard, muddy ground.
The hard, muddy ground.
Yeah, Yell and I are big on we've really gotten into dirt and topography recently. That's why we're so upset by these now.
I guess it's like multiple layers. Like there's a layer of mud, and then it's just rock.
Well, the shark's got layers and the onion layers. So Vanish.
Yeah. You dropped this. Have it back.
He dropped it through your body. Vanish said mockingly at him.
Sorry, I'm. Vanish! Why you?
Richard then aimed his fire lance at Clayton and shoot a high-powered energy bullet at his right side, making a gash in his right side.
Not in
Everyone's
his
just
left
watching
side?
this. Everyone is just standing around watching this happen.
None of that lined up with any other detail.
Blake, would you try to fucking interfere?
Yeah, you
Not
don't
their
know
turn in
Richard's
initiative
power.
yet.
I'm watching like two big guys beat the crap out of like Bob, and I'm just like standing by, like, sorry, Bob, I really can't get in the middle of this. This is your fight.
I mean, I feel like that's a really accurate comparison you just made, because if this was the case, I would be secretly cheering.
Yeah, I guess it's like everyone was, beating the crap out of the Black Alicorn army or something. But now that Richard's shown up, now, we're all just Krillin on the sideline. While only
we're all
Goku
just
can
Krillin
handle
and
it.
we're chilling.
Yeah.
Well, really, what we really are, if we want to
get
get super accurate, we are Namek Saga Vegeta watching Goku fight Frieza, being like, man, I hope Frieza kills that Goku so I can beat him. Because fuck Goku.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got shot and it made a gash in his side. Shit.
A gash in my side. Ah, shit.
Richard
Richard then grinned at him.
You sure are a fucking handful to kill, but now it's time for you to pay me what you owe.
You owe me an eyeball.
You
You
big
know,
bastard.
Karma.
you big bastard. He then raises his fire lance over his head and slams it down into Clayton's chest in midair, as they then bullet drop and come crashing into the ground as the blade on the tip of the fire lance impales right through him.
Oh my god.
Celestia is just standing around.
Yeah, like again, like literally a Devil May Cry like finisher, and everyone's just like standing around like, yep.
I mean, Bob, to be fair to Celestia, she already has her sister back. She doesn't care
That's
anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's a reason they call her Trollestia.
Oh my god.
Let him die.
And then just
It's not anyone else's turn in the initiative yet.
And then Connor gets this. Connor gets my favorite line in the story, actually.
dude, I mean, I can imagine it. Like, it's one of those things where, like, the ground and the silhouettes go black and the rest of the screen goes red. You know, it's just ah!
Big ass full screen explosion. Yeah.
And actually, because it's one A and a bunch of H's, that's
I mean, literally, that's just his death rattle right there.
Yeah. Everyone then goes dead silent as he just goes dead. As fear and horror take over their faces after they all hear Clayton scream.
Guys, we shouldn't be laughing. This is a very serious, scary
it's
moment.
getting real serious.
Scary moment.
Is our main character going to die 14 chapters into a 60-chapter story?
Hey, serious scary moment. This Meldo ISO writes, Clayton more like Slayton.
All right.
Rainbow Dash covers her mouth in horror at what she just saw.
No! Ellipsis period. It can't be.
Oh,
Princess Luna and Celeste.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Because if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. You know the song Two Princes? Yeah. Princess Luna and Celestia's faces go pale as they both try to hold back their tears.
They are definitely holding back their magic.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I love this. Clayton, Luna says in a wisher.
In a wisher.
Shining Armor closes his eyes as he tries not to think the negative about what just happened.
Keep thinking positive, my guy.
Hey, I don't want to think the negative here, bro.
Yes, look to the bright side.
Yeah, bright side is Clayton's
look
not
on
bothering
the
you.
bright side of life.
The bright side is I might be able to get back together with Cadence again.
Yeah.
Can't see you.
Yeah, someone pointed out Celestia is bright white. How could she go pale? Does she just become translucent?
Yeah.
So it can't be. The boys look away, not looking at the crater that Richard had left. Yeah, like Clayton just got fucking destroyed.
He's just vaporized.
Everybody turns away. I feel like it just seems like they're. I don't know. That's a little weird.
There was a bright explosion with presumably a bright flash of light.
I mean, again, everyone just stood around and watched this happen.
Also, Clayton reduced to atoms.
Yeah.
Clayton is fucking glue now. Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. More narration.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you over level one party member and then they get taken out. Now what, jackasses?
Yeah, now you're doomed.
Never put your eggs in one basket.
So Fluttershy then looks up at Dylan. Dylan? Dylan didn't say a word as he was still in shock by what just happened.
That's his cousin, bro.
No.
Ellipsis period.
No.
He muttered. Fluttershy, who was shedding some tears, just for the fun of it. Then poked at
smaller tears.
Then poked at Dylan's leg, because again, very short. He has to remind you. Dylan? Dylan then snapped.
Bro!
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 Of all the fucking things to shout when someone dies, I feel like going, bro!
I mean, that is what he calls him.
That is what he calls him.
So instead of yelling Clayton, he'll yell bro.
Yeah, that's why when when Connor dies, I'll shout, you hip happen and jive turkey. because that's what I call
Guys,
Connor. You know.
I really gotta see. Can you please read this paragraph?
Yeah.
Just don't. Nobody interrupt. Just go for
Okay.
it.
Dylan then gripped his windmill shuriken in his hand as he then started to emit a yellow aurora around his body. But the yellow aurora then changed colors as it went from yellow to purplish black. His weapon then transformed into a large windmill shuriken almost the size of a car.
What?
He then ran into the ditch and started to going on a rampage, killing all of the black alicorns that he saw. Fluttershy then flew away from him in fear as she then hid behind the boys. Max then looked down at her.
Holy crap.
Fluttershy, what's happened to Dylan? What is he doing?
That's a good question. I would like to know
Fluttershy-
myself.
Fluttershy then peeked in high school from Max's leg.
I don't know. Space. I think that he's going berserk or something.
Dude, Berserker
Who would
mode,
have
hell
guessed?
yeah.
Berserker Rage.
Thanks, Captain
Berserker
Obvious.
Yeah. He's pulling a full-on Drax as a toddler and just berserker raging.
I love
Berserker
that
rage.
he's going absolutely apeshit, and they're just having like a conversation about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they all just sort of stared. They were nonchalantly watching Clayton get fucking obliterated.
Caleb, I'm glad somebody else remembers Asura's Wrath. That game was fucking sick.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It sure is.
Bro! I love it when
Bro!
Asura says that,
Yeah.
you know.
That's my favorite scene in the whole game.
Fucking. She said that she was shaking watching the person that she cared so much act like this in front of her. Yeah, this is more of a do it behind her back sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Now-
something you keep to yourself.
Now, Dylan, you can be violent because your cousin and best friend just potentially died, but I don't want to see any of that expressed in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
please.
you
go
can
to
just
suck the ice
bottle
like
that
that.
feeling up inside and let it just burn a hole in your soul, that would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, me much better.
Just
Yeah.
for later.
This is the Namek saga.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it
Really
really is.
just died. Now the Goku's gonna go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Dylan then, although now it's more like Goku died and Krillin's going Super Saiyan, which is really weird.
I mean, they even mentioned he's in a crater, so he's laying like Yamcha, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yamcha
Okay.
died and Krillin went
blows
Super
up.
Saiyan.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really confusing.
It is.
So Richard Richard then looked at him in fear.
What the is that freak doing?
Dylan then started spinning his windmill shuriken at him, making him and Vanish fly into the air.
How?
Oh, dude, he's making a windmill with
What?
his windmill shuriken.
What?
Okay.
Except it's not a windmill, it's a tornado.
it's the size of a car.
Yes.
No.
I mean,
It
he
also
spins it real
doesn't cut
fast.
people, it just makes them fly into the air like their Team Rocket or something.
Yeah.
Blast it off again.
Blast it off. Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Richard said as he was being blown away.
He's very nonchalant about it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Only retreat! Back away from him!
Princess Cadence said as everyone then ran from Dylan's path of destruction.
Oh my god.
As
This really
Dylan
is
was
that scene from Asura's Wrath where he goes fucking ape shit and then you change main characters.
yeah.
Of course it is. It is that.
As Dylan was on a rampage inside the crater, was Clayton's body, his broken black comet of sunglasses next to his side. Damn.
Damn.
Holy shit.
His
As he-
glasses are broken.
As he lays
One
in the
sec, I
dirt.
gotta
Oh,
update that
Richard
scene.
really did repay him. He broke his
Yeah.
glasses.
It worked.
Holy
That
shit.
fucker.
Damn.
No, Clayton's not dead, Mr. Ream. Don't worry.
Yeah. As he lays in the dirt, he then starts to open his eye a bit.
A bit. See, he's not dead. He's still alive. Barely.
He's okay. It's just a scratch.
I have a line. to read. I'm not going down. Ellipsis 2 periods.
Ellipsis not 193. As Dylan was still going on a rampage, the others were calling out to him to try to get him to calm down.
CKD something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I gotta add.
I'm
I'm,
last
glad,
one
I'm
now.
glad you updated it. Very good.
That is
Fucking. And then I love the fact that they're all just sitting here trying to like fucking social worker him down as he's just like going on a full on like just
berserker rage. Yeah,
like this is an Anakin Skywalker. I killed them, not just the men, but the women and the children.
And they're just like, Dylan, bud, you okay in there?
Dylan, come on, relax, chill, my dude.
I don't like Bruins. They're coarse and rough and irritating.
And they get everywhere.
And they ship everything. Oh man. So Dylan, relax. Dylan. Come on.
Come on.
Applejack
Come on, man. Just stop. It's not that bad.
They actually do say that almost verbatim.
Yeah.
I like how they say it.
Really?
They say it like it's like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, Rarity.
Dylan, please. This isn't like you at all.
Rarity said.
You are normally a little bitch.
Oh man.
It's only okay when Clayton does it.
And then and then we have
He
four
don't like
people.
it when you do it.
This next one's like a 4-part harmony. 4 people are saying this. Come on, man. Please stop.
please stop.
Man, please stop.
Yeah, the Steel Donut, ever the professionals.
We're so good.
Corey,
at this.
Max, Sam, and Jack all yelled out in unison. Dylan didn't hear their pleas as he kept taking down every single black alicorn in sight.
Aw.
As you do.
Dylan, I don't want to tell you how to have a rampage, but maybe you might want to focus on the guy who actually killed your cousin.
Yeah, everyone else.
Yeah, he's brutally slaying these alicorns and then just blowing Richard and Vanish around.
Into the sky.
But they already flew away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get them anymore.
I'm gonna
They're
kill
too
everyone
far
else
away
on
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill everyone else on Earth, so you have to be alone with what you did.
Oh,
That's my revenge on you.
that's really fucked up. This is Dylan's thoughts.
Oh, sorry. I can't. I just can't. I'm nothing.
Okay.
He thought to
All right.
himself.
Uh,
And then, oh man, the kid, here he comes.
I had to check. Hey, just what the fuck do you think you're doing?
My doing? What about your doing? This is your doing.
I'm doing the same thing you were doing a minute ago.
Dylan
Yeah,
then
like-
glanced over to his side to see a large rock hit him in the chest. Why are you obsessed with throwing rocks at people?
I mean, listen, it's a very basic and effective weapon.
Yeah. I learned my fucking style of martial arts from Fred Flintstone. Like, just chuck fucking rocks at people.
I mean, listen, rocks are the basis of all combat.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, knocking him back as he fell over. Oh wow, 2 for 1.
Ouch. Damn, what the hell was...
He soon looked over to where the rock was thrown, and saw his cousin bloodied, badly wounded, and shirtless.
Wah, 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 wah.
Clayton, you okay?
Oh, Clayton, you've achieved your battle damage for him.
Ah, Clayton, you
Yeah.
did it.
Clayton
This is
grinned
how
at
the
him.
SpongeBob anime ended.
It is
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I was just thinking actually, like, this feels like something where one of those Toonami animes, you know, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Inuyasha, one of those, like, this feels maybe like a scene from it or something. But okay.
It's
Dylan, you've got some nerve showing that kind of weakness.
Wow.
How
Dylan
dare
smiled.
you have? How dare
Rich
you
of
get
you to
upset?
say.
Dylan smiled as he saw his cousin point his finger at him.
Oh, come on, we're broins for God's sake.
Holy shit! He brought it back!
Fuck yes.
Yeah, we're broins. We never give up and never show weakness. I told
sounds
you no
toxic
matter
as fuck.
what, always keep your brony pride strong.
Brony pride.
That has nothing to do with this situation.
It really doesn't. It really does not.
He's
Yeah,
just a
but it's like-
hypocrite. He's like, because every time he's like insulted by someone, Clayton's
He
like,
goes
oh yeah, I'm gonna
apeshit.
cut you with my katana, bitch. And now that Dylan does it, it's like, no, can't you see
No.
that's my job?
It's not
Yeah,
the
you,
way.
that's you showing weakness.
God.
No,
You
I
stole my
always,
act.
I always went on cool, calm, and collected rampages. Emphasis on the cool.
Yeah.
And you're
Was
Dylan. You
Dylan's
can
brony
be cool.
pride questioned at all in this chapter?
No, not at
No.
all. The only
Why
person who
would it
might
be?
have questioned his brony pride was Richard, and Richard is now siding with a bunch of horses.
Well, maybe he's referring to when Dylan thought to himself, "Oh, I can't, I'm nothing." But how would he have known that? He only thought that. He didn't say it.
Yeah,
They're
but
bros,
doesn't make
dude.
sense either.
What? He's going on a
Watch this.
sick
I'm gonna-
rampage, but saying. Sorry.
Connor and I are
is
bros in the
inside
exact
his
same way.
cousin's
Watch this.
head.
Connor, think of a number. 47.
Oh my god. You got
See?
it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess since Dylan self-doubted himself in the middle of his big rampage,
Berserker
Clayton, whatever.
He detected that weakness.
Yeah.
You see, the problem
Okay.
wasn't the rampage. The problem really was his inner thoughts.
Yeah.
Also, I love Dylan.
He didn't have his heart in it.
Also,
Mhm.
I love that Dylan's going on this fucking rampage. He gets hit by a big rock. He says, "Come on, don't be weak." And Dylan's response is,
Dylan still stared at him as he nodded.
"Right, you got it.
He then turned to his friends and waved at them.
Hey, everyone, everything's okay. Come on, let's all go home."
What the
Just
fuck?
there's just
What?
guts everywhere.
Tension cut
Fuck.
so quickly.
Okay.
Just imagine him standing in like a pool of blood covered with gore, just like a fucking like Ash from Evil Dead smile on his face, you know.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, let's go home. Everything's fine now. He's like
You don't have
snapped.
to worry. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
went
thinking
ape shit, but you don't have to worry about me.
Solve the problem.
Everyone
Chris,
cheered
we're
in
like,
victory.
Come on, guys.
Hooray!
Everyone cheered in victory, but were then ducking their heads as a energy bullet was shoot at them.
All right. You worthless jackasses are not going anywhere.
Richard shouted.
I'm not letting you. Not until I see every one of you dead and in body bags. Apparently everyone's a one.
Everyone, one of you.
Everyone,
Yeah,
one of you. Also, I like that he is like not letting them go until they're not only dead but also already in body bags.
Yeah, he has to
Well,
fall
because
into the
Clay
morgue.
looked like he was dead, but then he just came back to life. So he
He has
wanted
to
to
be
make
positive,
extra sure this time.
Fair
He's
enough.
gonna
He-
wait for the coroners to show up to confirm it at the scene.
Yeah, yeah.
Clayton then closed his eyes.
Oh man, this is good. That fat bastard doesn't know when to quit, does he? Ellipsis period. Dylan Hay, ellipsis period. Let's work together on this one.
You've been working together since the beginning of the story.
Yeah, but now they're
Yeah.
tag teaming.
They were doing that earlier
They're
in
gonna
this chapter.
they're gonna do their cool combo move, mate.
That fat
Look-
bastard.
Eh,
Yeah, it's Fat Bastard from Austin Prowers. Switch though in the W.
let's be real. This fight was always the equivalent of like one guy doing all the work on the project and 4 other guys putting their names on it.
Yeah.
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 This
Dylan
group
then
of
looked at
humans
him.
has been that.
Oh, and then Dylan
What?
gets to say it. What?
What? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by?
Let's kick his ass one last time. Ellipsis, then not 1, not 3. You ready for it?
You know, if
You
you
are
use
right.
your energy during that mental breakdown to kick his ass before, you wouldn't
Okay.
need to do it now.
Oh, let's kick his ass one last. Yeah, it's like you kick one cheek, I'll kick the other.
Yeah.
I'm also very, very glad that similar to getting shot a couple of chapters ago, like being pierced by a fucking lance
Yeah.
isn't holding our boy down.
Yeah.
All it did was take his shirt off.
Yeah.
Nobody even cast.
Oh, dude, is
Joe
he gonna go
wounds on
Ultra
the
Instinct
guy.
now?
No. And then
Come on,
Ye-
already
let's
has.
clap his ass one more time.
So yay, man,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yay, man, I'm ready.
Dylan then sees his cousin's katana a few feet from him and runs after it as Richard starts shooting at him with his fire lance. He grabs it just in time as one of the energy bullets scratch his leg. He ignores the pain as he then throws Clayton his katana at him as he grabs it and runs to his side. Wow. The grammar in that made that to where he like threw the katana and then he grabbed it out, like before
Out
it
of
could
the
reach
air.
him
Yeah.
and then ran over to him.
And then handed it over, presumably.
As if like, I changed my mind on that throwing thing. Too dangerous.
Yeah. Sword. We practice sword safety over here.
Sword safety, yeah. Dylan then throws his shuriken in the air as he runs up to his cousin as he catches it. They then look at each other and grin at each other.
Why?
Whew.
Sorry. No matter what, we never back down.
Clayton said.
Well, they're gonna do a combo speech, aren't they?
No matter
Yeah.
how many times that we fall, we will always get back up.
Dylan said as they then spoke unison.
Oh fuck no!
Oh, really?
I'm gonna put some OTS.
Do you want to count us down, or do we just go?
Yeah, I'll count you down. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No matter we have to endure in life, we will always have our brony pride, and no one shall take that from us.
Good enough.
There we go. Perfect unison.
Yeah.
No matter we have to endure in life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like that
what
they
it says.
memorized that like word salad together.
Yeah.
Together.
Dude, I'm just
They then-
expecting this to be a fusion dance thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They then
CKD. That's exactly the music I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they then pointed in the air at the gray sky together as they both shouted,
Oh no.
Just
Who the hey do you think we are?
Wow.
Fuck both of you.
their friends cheered as
Woo!
their friends cheered at two as Rainbow Dash was staring in awe at her lover and Fluttershy was smiling at her.
Hey, cheers!
Hey.
Richard then aimed his fire lance at the two.
Ugh, I'm getting real sick of the both of you. Now
Agreed.
just fucking die already.
Please.
I am siding with Richard on this fight
Yeah, me too. I'm
100%
down for
right
Richard.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't blame Richard for looking at these dumb fucktards.
Let's show this guy what the real power of teamwork.
Yeah. He then shot a large
my God,
energy
that is
bullet
what it
from his
is.
weapon, as Dylan then emitted his yellow aurora and blocked his attack
He
as he then
literally
shot
is
it
go-
into the sky.
He literally is going Super Saiyan.
I gotta ask, how much of this battle do you think happened in real life? You know, like, do you think the real
All of
Richard
it.
had a fire lance that he could shoot energy bullets from, or do
I
you
mean,
think that
that's-
was added to the story?
Nah, that
The real
part
Richard
seems pretty
gave
alright.
Clayton a
Legit.
black eye once.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it happened as it was described.
Yeah.
I don't see.
Oh,
no-
okay. You think it's 100% just
Yes.
Yeah, no,
accurate?
I agree with that.
Okay.
It's that's his memoir.
hmm Autobiography right
No,
here.
it's autobiography.
Right.
What? Oh wait, am I reading now?
Yeah.
What? Impossible!
Richard shouted. Clayton placed his hand on Dylan's shoulder as whispered in his ear.
Remember,
And he's gonna fucking say this again, like for the 500th time.
This is losing all meaning, and it already had none.
It's like Dragon Ball Z, but it's badly written.
remember, Dylan. Never back down, and never give up, and always remember your brony pride.
And just to review, Dylan looked at
Actually,
him.
no, to be clear, I
Let's
understand
work
why
out
he
this.
says it so many times, because Dylan's response is, Clayton, what are you saying? Dude, he said it like 4 times.
Yeah, he just knows that Dylan is a little
What was I supposed
slow
to
on the
remember
uptake.
again?
You agreed to it earlier, Dylan.
Clayton then emits a blue ball of energy in his hand and aims it at Richard. Like I said, they literally are just like
No, there.
animated.
I can do this now.
Okay.
Oh,
Looks-
he's learned the Chidori!
Looks like this is the end, fat ass.
God damn it. Everything about this is so stupid. Everything about this is so stupid.
Jesus.
This is the end, fat ass.
Screw you, piss brains.
Good God.
Bubble butt.
Poopy head.
I think it's the space that really does it for me. Not even fat ass, fat
And
ass.
fat ass.
He then shoots the ball at him as it then transforms into chains, wrapping themselves around him as they knock his fire lance out of his possession.
My
Okay.
weapon. Fucking pussy.
How is
Yeah.
that?
What?
Okay.
I don't know.
Energy ball turns into chains.
It's
Yeah.
Connor, this really reminds me of what we wrote for Christian Humber Reloaded
Oh,
unofficial
man.
add-on.
We really
Where
need to cover
you just
that one.
described the stupidest fucking.
We still need to
Oh.
find a way to cover that. Yeah.
He lashes out at him. Clayton then holds up his sword over his head as it then starts to glow a rainbow-like color.
Oh, a singular color.
Yeah,
Rainbow.
and this is
Very similar.
this is like his fucking super.
Yeah.
This is his level 3, dude.
Sonic Rainbow Blade.
He
Can I
then
just say
brings
I've been playing What I'm Made Of on loop now, and man, it fits.
Oh, dude,
Right?
I can't believe I didn't start playing it for myself. Hold on. Let me
Yeah,
just
well,
fix
CKD linked it up above.
Yeah.
that. I saw that. Okay, it's
Yeah.
playing now for me as well. Go ahead.
He then brings down his sword as it then blasts a shockwave out of the sword as it then hits Richard.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, hold on. Okay. No. I'm sorry.
Bro! Richard screams as he is destroyed by the attack.
What
As it then explodes into a mushroom cloud.
the fuck?
Get his
times
ass.
Oh my
As
god.
I told you this fight was going to be fucking sweet. As Clayton turns away from the attack, because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Uh-huh.
Everyone
Guys,
stares in
don't
awe
look.
at the beautiful technique that Clayton pulled off.
I mean, he got a
Oh,
10
Dylan
out of 10
didn't do shit
score
then.
for that.
As Clayton puts his katana into the ground, he falls to his knees as he then looks at his wound and sees he has lost a lot of blood from Richard's attack.
Oh,
He then
finally, it's kicking in. The blood.
He then slowly closes his eyes as he utters out two final words. And here we find out his communist leanings.
Farewell, two ellipses, comrades.
Comrades.
Then he died.
Yeah, well, comrade.
Well, rip in peace, I
Richard, his
guess.
comrade.
Dylan still looks at the attack that Clayton pulled off. And again, Dylan's a little slow on the uptake here.
What are you saying, bro?
No.
Wow, dude, that was awesome. How did you do that?
It's like, he's dead. He died.
Did you not see him? Did you not hear him whisper like his final words? Like, what?
I guess literally not. But also, okay.
Farewell.
All right.
Boobs.
Farewell to Paris.
Damn, I don't know. This is getting
Dramatic.
pretty serious. Let's continue.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so he doesn't hear any response from him.
Clayton, aren't you gonna explain that thing about Brony Pride to me again?
Okay, never mind.
Again,
What even was all that?
Rain
We
starts.
kill him together. What was that about? Because Dylan didn't do anything.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
You're
well-
right. He didn't do anything at all.
It looked like it was building
okay.
to like a double attack, but then Dylan just did nothing.
Yeah, because he said let's kick his ass together, and yeah, he didn't do anything. But yeah, let's keep the thing going. Rain starts to fall as everyone runs over to them. Rainbow Dash then taps Dylan's back.
Oh man, that was so cool! You have to tell Clayton how he did that.
You have to
What?
explain his technique to him.
What?
I-
Read the room.
Yeah, hard to be serious when this writing sucks.
She said with a huge smile on her face. Dylan turned to her with a sad look on his face.
Keep going.
More narration.
Rainbow Dash's smile then started to fade.
Dylan, are you okay?
He then leans over and whispers in her ear.
Hey there, Shawty, let me whisper in your...
Her ears then flop down as she shakes her head.
No, that's not true. We saw him. He was fine.
You can see him right now. He's on the ground.
He's right next to you.
Why does this keep happening where shit happens and then like it's happening right there. You can just go and look at it.
We were all just distracted, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my phone. What was going on, guys?
Step
So
one,
fucking,
denial.
she says as tears are coming down her face. Twilight then walks her to her side. She walked her over to her own side.
Whew. Gosh.
She's beside herself. Oh my god, she's literally beside
She's
herself.
literally beside herself. Rainbow Dash, what's wrong? I can't
Rainbow Dash-
imagine what you might be sad about.
Oh my god! I could say Rainbow Dash was in denial, but not even Twilight knows what's going.
Honestly,
no one knows.
I'm honestly wondering at this point how long it's going to fucking take before are we gonna cycle through every goddamn character?
No, somebody will just announce that he's dead.
Oh, fine.
But I love Shadow Dragon's comment here. Look at all this blood. I'm sure he's asleep.
And Locke points out it is just straight up Kamina's death.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Rainbow Dash then whispered into her ear, fucking telephone game, making Twilight gasp in horror.
No, not one, not three, not two.
Yeah.
But no, but I mean,
did you ever have a dream that?
Yeah.
She stared to shed tears. Princess Celestia then looked at her, worried.
She's all worried.
Bob Dylan.
Twilight, what is the matter?
Oh my god.
Not a question. Twilight then looked up at everyone who all had worried and conceited looks. Yeah, they've all given up.
Yeah.
On their faces.
I think Twilight says this.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Clayton.
Luna steps forward. What about him? Is he all right? She asks. Again, he's just lying in a pool of fucking blood. Her head lowered down.
He's not well, fuck it.
He's
dead.
Why is this written like it's supposed to be like a twist or something?
Like a reveal.
Because we literally heard his final words.
We said it a million.
It's not a reveal then.
No, we said it a million times. His body is right there.
His body's right there, but also the narrator told us he died.
He told us
before any of the characters found out. So it's not dramatic to reveal to us again.
Yeah, imagine if when Yamcha died in DBZ, they sat around debating what happened to him for 10 minutes and then just walked over and was like, "Oh, he's dead."
Oh, he is dead. Okay.
Just none of these ponies understood what happens at all.
They weren't paying attention. And Vanish is still here.
I mean, he was blown. I guess he was blown away earlier.
He was
Richard was blown, and he's still here, and then he got killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legendary Cryptid. Clayton did not have a Disney death. Actually, Clayton has a canon Disney death. When he's trying to kill Tarzan, he falls and gets hung on the vines, hanged.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Clayton had a Shakespeare death where it took too long, but then finally it did happen.
Yeah, that's the same Clayton. I'm sure from Tarzan. That's him when he grows up.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes.
You gotta take him to a farm now.
Everyone gasped in shock at what she had said, and then Sam, of all people, what? What in tarnation? Sam said. They all walked over to Dylan to see that he had his cousin's lifeless body in his arms. Princess Celestia leaned down to his face as she stared to cry. She nuzzled his face a bit, then leaned up and faced everyone.
Come, every pony. We must give him a proper burial.
We're not even gonna fucking do a service or anything. We're just gonna throw him in the ground right now.
We're just gonna immediately stuff him in the ground.
Yeah, she said, giving him the old Mozart treatment. She said as she tried to keep her composure. Dylan got up, holding his cousin's body in his arms. Oh, did he stand up twice? No, he didn't stand up.
No, he was already holding his cousin, though.
As they walked up to the hill where the white tree was, they may have won the war against Night Shadow's army, but they lost something that could never be replaced. They lost a family member.
Chapter endnotes. No! Why did he have to go? Why? Well, I hope that you all like this chapter. God, I'm still sad after I wrote it. Many periods. But rest assured, this is not the end of him, I promise you.
Oh, thanks for just deflating any possible tension.
You made sure we couldn't be sad by starting your chapter end notes with no emoticon face.
And also, it's just oh man, will Clayton come back? Hey, don't worry, bro. He'll totally come back. Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
There might have
maybe
been some tension there.
for making the impact, for like literally killing all the impact this could have had.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to come back immediately, but he is apparently going to come back thanks to the author.
If nothing else, I will now rest ashore.
And I do like that he says I'm sad after I read it, because I mean, keep in mind this character is straight up named after him. That's how much of a self-insert. I guess it would be kind of morbid to write your own death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the life.
He just
To give the
crying in his history class.
Yeah, it's true, because he wrote most of this at school. Yeah. Like, people just look over and the teacher's like, buddy, are you all right? Do you need to see the counselor? I'm sorry, but I just died.
What?
Are you
just fucking
playing like a phone game or something?
My own OC.
I put myself into the world and then I died there.
What?
I made myself do a heroic sacrifice. All right, so we are going to do chapter 15 as well? Question mark.
I don't know how long that is.
Shorter.
It's nowhere near as long.
It's like 2 pages.
We can do that.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and I think
Yeah.
we still need the guests?
I don't think we need them.
No, but we thank you.
So,
absolutely.
Absolutely, thank you.
Y'all were great.
for having us.
No
I'm
problem.
gonna move people to the audience, and then we'll take a short intermission where we grab drinks and stuff, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say real quick,
second.
because I don't need to get a drink or anything, so I'm going to say real quick about the thing. I will give the author the slightest bit of credit for being willing to kill his own OC. I mean, yeah, he's going to come back, because, I mean, it would be kind of anticlimactic if he did. But, like, of all of the fan fiction, because I mean, even outside of the stuff we've read for the channel, obviously we have to read through a lot of stuff to see if it'll be any good. I've read more fan fiction than I would ever want to admit, and I don't know if I've ever seen anyone else like do this.
I have returned.
Like, kill off their character like this, like even for a short time. Like, usually their character just kills everyone all the time, if it's like an action anime thing, or like everything goes right for them, and if it goes wrong, then it's always like immediately corrected. Like, usually it's the angst much model. And it's just I have to give Clayton a little bit of credit for being like, you know what, I'm gonna kill my character because and have him like stay out of the story for a little bit, because that's more dramatic than us just winning the war and then going to back to My Little Pony with 0 consequences.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
Because again, it's like he's trying to write like an actual story here.
Yeah, he is. You know, he's making his attempt at
making something with a structure and a story, and it has like dramatic beats. It's not just for him to read and be like, haha, look at me, I'm cool. So that's why I think the story's so interesting. It's just, I mean, I don't think like most fanfic authors seem like they were raised on fanfiction. Like, they've never even seen good writing in their life. Like, they just are recycling bad writing. I feel like Clayton might be an actual bookworm. He has the sense of somebody who's read like quite a few actual books and knows how they're supposed to be structured.
Hey, back.
But I mean, of course, the writing is still, you know, when you write your entire story on your iPhone in the middle of class, like, things are gonna go
poorly in certain aspects.
Yeah, like, you just saw, like, the author was getting so into it that he was making barely readable sentences at some points.
Yeah.
Followable.
Yeah, he was getting really excited in certain parts.
No. He did rip off a super badass death. Well, yeah. I mean, like, even outside of, like, the fact that it mirrors Kamina's actual death, that's just a thing in anime anyway. Like, characters constantly die dramatically and then come back, or sometimes they don't come back.
Right. It's it's just like epic fight, the rival comes back and, like, you know, takes out the main guy immediately here, and then, like, you know, do a heroic death.
But I will say too, like, be aware that, you know, I don't want to give away too much or make anyone disappointed. The story continues to be amazing, but Clayton's not coming back like 2 chapters from now.
Yeah,
he's going to be gone for a little bit, and the characters are going to deal with the consequences of that happening.
Yeah, like it was kind of funny where it's just like, come on, everyone, we got to bury him, but they are actually going to dedicate a decent amount of time to like mourning, and that this is a big hit, you know.
Yeah,
to his
yeah, like he like. Yeah, like the end of class bell was ringing for that chapter, but like in these subsequent chapters, he's going to take time to explore this.
No.
Is he going to be revived by God or a god? I don't remember how he comes back. I actually genuinely don't remember that from my read through.
Yeah,
I mean that's nice. Keeps it a surprise. Keep it a
for
surprise
me
for
now.
everybody. Yeah.
and like I only really
you get to find out with us together as well.
I only really glance at like the chapters that we're gonna be doing on stream for the day. So like I looked through 15 or 14, 15 before this started, but I don't know anything past that except for specific small things.
And I'm going in completely blind.
But I guess before we start again, since Bob's still here, I just need to say like that chapter end notes, that author's notes was really bad. Just totally takes you out of the story if you had even a modicum of feeling the emotion the author did, and so that's another thing. Like I know we've had discussions on like author's notes in the past. Like I've put author's notes in my stories, but I really try to stick to like one, not doing anything like this, just kind of giving additional information that might either like be relevant or is a cool thing I want people to like notice or pick up on. And I also really do try to front load them, in the initial chapters of something where something's like getting going. Nothing here of like a dramatic cliffhanger moment to close a chapter and then A/N, no, why did he have to die?
Oh no,
Like,
how
no.
did this happen?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of that comes from his age, because again, he like while he lies about his age on his fanfiction profile, I think on one of his other accounts, I think he gave like his actual age, and he was like 14 or something like that. Or you know what? I think we might have figured it out because he said that he was in school when he wrote this, and it's like, well, you can't possibly be like 30 or whatever you say you are in your fanfiction account.
And and I just love, why did he have to go? Why? As in like, I don't know, author. Why did he? You tell me. Normally it's characters saying that in a story, not the author who just wrote it saying that.
Well, I mean, he did just write about himself dying.
I had no control over this.
Like Connor, imagine you're sitting there typing. You were sitting there typing. Connor then was stabbed and died. Wouldn't you feel a little weird?
I was typing this sick fight scene where Clayton was whooping everyone's ass, but then it's like my fingers got possessed. It's like Richard possessed me and wrote out this fight scene where I died.
Then my finger slipped, and because of that, Clayton in the story slipped, and then he got stabbed.
Oh no, I wrote, but then Bob didn't die, but I autocorrected didn't to did.
Whoa.
And I can't take that back.
Dude, I lost control of my OCs so much that like the fight scene went bad for them and they died.
It seemed like a good idea. It seemed like what the character would do to sacrifice themselves in the moment, even when they didn't need to.
Yeah, well, I mean, Clayton didn't even sacrifice himself. He literally just bled out.
Literally instead of retreating and getting medical attention, he just decided, no, I need to vaporize my rival right now, even if it's gonna kill me, and then it did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I feel like it was like, because I mean, doesn't that actually happen where people, like, in the heat of combat, the adrenaline blinds them to their injuries and then they die? Because that's what happened.
It's not just that. It's also like even if you're not like even if you're not in the adrenaline of it, like if you get shot and the bullet just passes through you, a lot, like in movies we see people get shot, they immediately fall to the ground, but like people don't really fall to the ground when you get shot. You continue to like walk around and do things for a little bit before it's like, oh shit, I'm bleeding, oh my god, I'm actually gonna die.
Well, it also depends on the ammo. Something like a standard full metal jacket bullet will typically pass right through because it's designed to penetrate, not expand.
Something that like shreds, that's gonna
if it's a hollow point or something that is, or self defense ammo that's designed to expand.
Energy bullet.
Yeah, so like
whatever
Richard did to him, like drove a lance through him or something, like was going to kill him no matter what. but he did have the energy to get up and talk to Dylan and do one final awesome
Sonic Rainbow
attack.
Blade.
Yeah.
He put like all his energy into it. But I want to respond to 2 people real quick before we continue. Intellectron, that's a lot more mature than I was expecting for a fic. And to which I say exactly. That's why I like this so much, because like I said, it's just, this is a kid who actually has read a real book or two, and his youth and inexperience prevent the story from being good and make it very funny. But it also gives the story, like, if this was just, again, a bunch of meandering bullshit, it would be unreadable at this length. But things keep happening, like plot events keep happening, and so there's always something to follow. And also CKD, that's brilliant. World without a Clayton.
Damn.
Yeah.
Keep that image around, because that's going to stay relevant.
I especially love the sad Rainbow Dash
Sad Rainbow
holding
Dash?
the cape.
Oh, let me expand that then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
World without a Clayton.
Yeah, it's serious and gives you something to follow along, but then you can meme on, family of Broins.
Yeah. Perfect fan fictions don't exist.
And then,
All right, so
and then Fate says hi. So, starting off chapter 15, now that we're all back, we have some more chapter notes. Holy Mother of Equestria, 200 reads. Thanks a bunch, everyone. I'm glad that you all love the story. Oh, and I'm very sorry for the spelling errors. My iPhone can be a trip at times.
it's so funny.
Anyway, here is the beinging of the depression.
Oh,
What?
The
Clayton
beinging.
joins the G-Man.
Oh, dude, he has a beinging.
Oh,
The beginning. The beginning.
Goodbye, Chance.
The benignig.
Oh my gosh.
This one is short, but the next one will involve how the citizens of Ponyville will react, who had no stake in this whatsoever. So the next one will be a long one. Enjoy.
They might have lost Luna, who they had only had back for like a year anyway from banishment.
Yeah, but then they might have, but they have her. So okay.
Yeah, so now they're nothing.
Okay.
Chapter 15, Broken Promise, aka I Miss You.
I miss you so much, baby.
I miss you.
The wind was blowing as rain was pouring over the remains of Nightingale Park, as everyone held their heads down in sadness. In front of them were a pile of rocks that were covered over Clayton's body, as his katana was next to his grave, stabbed into the ground, and his jacket was wrapped around it. Everyone was silent as they all looked at the grave, crying. Princess Luna then walked up to the grave and used her magic, making some flowers appear, as she then laid them down next to his sword.
I love that it's a pile of rocks covering over his body.
It's a cairn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cairn.
This is a public park, and you just, buried a human body only like 1 foot deep.
Well, there was an empty ditch.
There was an empty ditch. They filled it.
No. Princess, what they call a proper burial in Equestria is when you become rubber cement. Princess Celestia then looked at everyone and started to clear her throat as she tried to hold back her tears a bit. I was trying to give this some gravitas, but come on.
Yeah. Sniff. Ellipsis period. Well, I guess that we should be going. Ellipsis period. Back to Equestria. Sniff.
Sniff. Well, that kind of, that popped the bubble I was trying to blow.
Yeah. Sniff.
Sniff. Everyone looked, then looked back at Clayton's grave and nodded slowly.
Look at the pony, now look at the grave.
Yeah. She then used her magic to open a portal for them to walk through. As everyone walked in one by one, Dylan stopped and turned over to his cousin's gravesite to see Rainbow Dash sitting next to his sword. Dylan walks away from the portal and looks at Princess Celestia, who was also looking at Rainbow Dash. Oh my gosh.
You go on ahead, Princess. I will talk to her.
Going ahead, God.
She's sadder than me.
Don't worry, God. I got this one.
I mean, just because Celestia is a goddess doesn't mean that she's good at comforting people.
I just like him being like, "Oh, go on ahead, God."
I like that. Like, she's sadder than the cousin of the guy who died.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was his one true horse love.
That's true.
The bond between a rider and mount just.
Yeah.
Rider and mount.
Please
God.
don't say those words.
He was
They can
her
sense
one
each
true
other's
human
movements.
love.
You can
Yeah.
take that multiple ways.
I am, he was the link to her Epona, the whatever the horse was in Shadow of the Colossus.
Do whatever the guy was in
Wander?
Shadow.
Whatever the guy was in Shadow of the Colossus. Yellow and I are usually such great turbo nerds, but neither of us knew that.
Knew what?
The name of the guy or the horse from Shadow of the Colossus.
I believe Wander is one of their names.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that's yeah.
That's a great name for a horse.
Yeah.
If that's the horse's name.
And I believe the
anyway,
guy's name was Ico too.
Okay.
Ico too. Dylan's Shadow. Dylan said sadly, she only nodded as she walked through the portal. Dylan walked over to Rainbow Dash and kneeled next to her. He then looked at her face to see that she was still crying. Her eyes were red, but that didn't stop her from crying. How could she even stop when the love of her life has been brutally taken from her and she can never see him again?
I wonder if,
Damn.
just real quick, I wonder if Richard's family is ever going to figure out he was vaporized.
No,
Let's
Richard
end
was a
the
mean soul. No one loved him.
Nobody gave two shits about him.
Also, I'm just thinking, like, I wonder if I don't know. Maybe this is a stupid question. Do you think Rainbow Dash is gonna stop crying?
Yeah.
One day.
Well, she would just read the author's notes.
Oh, I see.
I mean, I do hope they keep hydrating her for as long as she cries.
Yeah,
Because
she
otherwise
just
she will-
becomes like a plant at his gravesite. Just water her.
Otherwise, she will just become dust. She'll just dry out entirely.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
shit! And Electron also brings up a good question. What about Clayton's parents?
Oh
They
shit.
Probably
Yeah.
will actually talk to them at some point.
How do you think
yeah.
Lucy's gonna feel about like?
Oh shit! Well, I mean, I guess we'll maybe figure out if
Yeah.
it gets
Well,
addressed. We'll find out.
Like I said, CKD said next arc, World Without a Clayton. That's pretty much literally what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We're going
like
to see how people deal with this.
we are. Yeah.
We're jumping.
Yeah,
the
this
gun
is
a bit.
This is a big thing. So let's see.
Let's
What
just
is
keep
he
going.
saying here?
Dylan
Dylan places his around her.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That just immediately killed my mood again.
Rainbow
Sad
Dash.
Rainbow Dash then whips the tears from her face.
It's not. Oh, hold on. Okay. Normal Rainbow Dash voice, and then I get sad. Okay. It's not fair.
I know that it's not fair, but
Oh, that's a horrible way to start. That's such an awful way to start.
Celestia probably would have been better at comforting.
Probably yes.
I want him back.
Rainbow.
I want Clayton back. Ellipsis period. Give him back. I need him.
He then placed his hand on her shoulder.
Dashy, please.
Come on. She then pushes his hand off of her.
Don't you call me that, Dylan. Only Clayton can call me Dashy.
Oh my god, he has the worst fucking response.
He's such a fucking... He is so bad.
This
Rainbow Dash,
proposition
what else do you want me to do, huh? What do you want me to do?
That's not...
Why are you making this about you, you idiot?
I mean, also to be fair, that
Guys,
is
guys,
still his
guys.
cousin who is...
Guys,
No, they're
guys,
never gonna-
he's not gonna get any better. We need to finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to leave us alone.
Dylan then gets up from her.
Don't you mean leave you alone?
Wow, what an asshole. Rainbow Dash shoots a glare at him.
No, I meant what I said. So just go away.
So you're just gonna sit in the rain and stare at the gravesite forever? Didn't he die like
2
within the
seconds ago?
day?
Yes.
He died within like the
An
hour.
hour ago, or something.
They just threw up some rocks and like that's it.
This guy's such a fucking asshole.
Both of them, though, suck.
No,
Yeah.
she's
Oh, no.
grieving.
Yeah,
He's
no, that's
not
fair.
even remotely grieving.
Yeah, he's just
Which
saying,
is
why don't you move
weird.
on?
Yeah, he
His
actually
family,
doesn't give a
the
shit.
only person who was nice to him in his life, just
Like-
died, and he's moved on before like
Which is
getting
especially...
home.
Which is especially weird because the first time when they just thought Clayton was dead and he wasn't dead yet, he was the one who went into fucking berserker rage.
Yeah. So I guess it was very cathartic for him to do that.
He's
Yeah,
gotten it
that
out
one
of his
time, and
system.
now never has to do it again.
He
I
has
mean, that's-
gotten
to
it
be
out of
fair,
his system.
Yeah.
That's why in college I faked my own death so Connor and all my friends could just get over my death, and that way when I die for real,
Right.
I'll just be like, "Pfft, whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah, now when
Well, you already
die,
said you
like-
wanted to have a.
I'm
You
sorry.
said you wanted a party thrown at your
Mm.
place. You wanted to put the fun back in funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now when you die, like, I don't need to care at all. I already did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
I already
already
booked the
cared
water
once.
slide.
Been there, done that, not sad anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. What? I cannot believe how much of an asshole he is. Rainbow Dash didn't look at him as she looked at the grave.
Answer me.
Leave her
She
alone.
didn't respond. Dylan started to lose his patience with her.
Started.
Yeah, I was about to
You
say,
had
what do you
no
mean?
patience for her.
He didn't have patience from the fucking get-go.
Look, just face the fact. He's not coming back.
Fucking God.
Wow. Yeah, I agree with Shadow Dragon. What a bash shred.
You don't,
Dylan.
just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it.
Especially not when it happened an hour ago.
Like Rainbow
Not
Dash
at
is literally
all.
just sitting here crying, and he's like being like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch?"
Yeah.
Fuck.
See, here's the thing. Dylan went through the 3 stages of denial. Rage, then denial because he wasn't dead, and now acceptance.
No.
And now just apathy, or you
Yeah,
know,
now
something
he's
like that.
apathetic.
Yeah. She started to cry again.
Shut up.
Dylan kept talking.
I mean, look at what we lost. We lost a family member, and that what?
That
And
feels
now
like
we
a
can never
180.
see him again.
That feels like a
yeah.
fucking 180.
That's why she's upset.
That's
Yeah,
why
what
she's
are you
crying.
Sorry, you thought she wasn't sad about that? What the fuck is wrong? What did you think she was crying about?
No, it's extremely tragic and devastating,
Okay, hold
but
on.
like I'm getting wet here, so we need to
Hold
move on.
What I think the intention is in this scene is that before Dylan was kind of still in denial, and he is now reaching kind of the like it's more like what's the word? It's starting to get through to him that they are really never gonna see Dylan again, or
Yeah, well,
Clayton
yeah,
again.
I think we're so used to the writing being bad that the subtlety of him trying to mask his sadness with anger is
Mhm,
not even
mhm.
something we considered as a possibility. We
Yeah,
didn't
I
think
think
he
that
could
is
write
what.
that subtlety in, but I think that is what's happening
Yeah,
because he's starting to reveal how sad he
Well,
is.
I would
Yeah.
say I would agree, but I just glanced ahead, and I don't think that's what's going on.
I don't know. Yeah,
We'll
it's
see,
like
we'll
it's.
see.
I mean, I'm not
super
glancing
weird.
ahead, so
It's just it was
Right.
so weird that he started out so assholish though.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
So shut up, Dylan.
Shut up, Dylan.
And now that we will never see him, and now that we'll never see him again. That means shit. And now that we'll never see him again means that we have to face the cold truth that he's dead and he's never ever gonna come back into this world.
That was the final straw as Rainbow Dash then launched at Dylan, knocking them both into the mud as she then shouted in his face.
I don't need you to remind me about what happened. I don't need anyone to tell me about what happened. The only thing that I want is to be left alone with Clayton. He was the best thing that had ever came into my life. I loved him, and he loved me. We always cared about each other no matter what. And what are you doing? You're just feeling just as much pain as I am. Why? Because he's...
Yeah, you see, that's what was going on.
Well, read the next line.
Dylan looked at her, realizing to himself that he really shouldn't have done that to her. Out of the 12 of them, she was now the only one without her boyfriend in the group. She had no one to
First
hold
of all,
on
out
to
of the
it.
11, but also like
That's a weird
Dylan's
point.
really missing the angle here. Like
yeah.
No. She had no one to hold on to at night anymore, nobody to kiss her, nobody to cuddle with in bed anymore. She may have had her friends, but in her mind she felt that she was truly all alone.
Didn't the relationship start like 2 weeks ago?
Like, I feel like he's still missing the point.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah, maybe. I
Like,
but I
it's
do
not
think
about the relationship. It's about the fact that they lost someone
at
who was
all.
important to all of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think I
Like,
think
when
he
he
was
should be,
going.
she's telling him he's in pain, and he's not addressing his pain, and he's not realizing that. He's just realizing, oh, I'm being rude to her, which is good.
Yeah.
I guess I'm glad he's realizing that. But
Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, I think he was going for something more complex here, though. Like I can feel it trying
Yeah.
to escape from the words.
It's just not
It-
executed very.
it's just
it
bound
needs,
by
it needs some tweaking.
yeah, it's
Hang
bound
on.
by like youth and inexperience. But you can already tell that he was trying a lot harder this chapter, or at least like being able to put more time into each sentence. There's less of the word salad.
Hey, before we go any further, I just want to say, actually, in the chapter end notes, he links to a song that he says goes with this chapter. So
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go ahead and post that here.
Oh.
I have not heard it. I don't know who this is.
Nine Lashes is a Christian post-hardcore band.
Okay,
So
well,
think
I'll listen to it afterwards.
I'm just gonna put it on loop in the background.
Okay.
All right, this already doesn't feel like the right tone.
Oh.
it's a song. So yeah, Dylan then puts his arms around her and hugs her tight. Rainbow Dash then hugs him back as she cries hard into his shirt.
I miss him. Ellipsis period. I miss him so much, Dylan.
She mumbled in his chest. Dylan looked down at her.
Me to Rainbow Dash.
You to Rainbow Dash, yes.
Yes. She then looked at the grave on her right side.
Clayton. Ellipsis period. Come back. Fucked up. Come
He
back to
keeps
me.
doing it every time.
Yeah. Please. Your little Dashy misses you.
Hey, a correct ellipsis.
She said as she then let go of Dylan and walked over to Clayton's sword that was holding his jacket. She then laid her head onto his sword. Oh my god!
Oh no!
Fall on the blade. As she then wrapped her hoofs around the sheath. Oh god. She then whispered to herself,
I love you so much, Clayton.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back to the sword for a second. So earlier it was described that the sword is stuck in the ground with like his jacket on top of it,
and they
I
stabbed
thought that
the sheathed
they
sword
stabbed
into
the
the ground.
sheath into the ground and then
Yeah.
sheathed the sword.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Maybe they stabbed it handle side down, and then the sheath on top.
Don't cut
For
this
safety.
line out of context. Rainbow Dash then kissed the sheath.
Mm-hmm.
As she then slowly started to let go of the sword. She then walked over to Dylan's side and looked up at him.
I'm ellipsis, then not 1, not 3. Ready.
Dylan nodded at her?
On the dude.
Yeah.
Dylan nodded at her.
Okay. Come on. Let's go home.
They both then walked over to the portal. That was still open. In case you didn't know.
Okay, thank you.
As the two of them walked into the portal, Dylan then turned to look at his cousin's grave as the portal then started to close up. He cried silently as he whispered.
I can never be like you, bro.
That's what he got from this, that he sucks.
Yeah.
I guess that's not the thing you should be getting, but okay, sure.
But in a way, the fact that he didn't get what he was supposed to get makes that all the more true.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's true. Chapter end notes. Well, this sucks. That's not a
Stop.
good way to
You
start your
Agreed.
Ruined the mood again.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh my
that thing
god,
where
it
you're
gets
like,
worse though.
yeah.
Well, who is gonna cuddle with Rainbow Dash if Clayton isn't there? Huh? Huh? I did
It's
find
like
the
he's
song-
afraid of people feeling like it makes him uncomfortable, the idea that people might genuinely be sad from this. So he tries to deflate the tension right away.
I guess, yeah. I did find a song that might fit with this depressing chapter, and then there's the song that Bob posted over there.
Yeah.
Don't forget to review if you want to, or if you have questions to ask me. Latters. What a way to fucking end
It's like
it.
that thing where it's like you're gonna play
Well.
like a song you wrote, but you're afraid of you're afraid of being that like opening yourself up that much. So you're like, oh yeah, I wrote this garbage trash song. It pretty much just sucks. If you want me to, I'll sing it if you really want me to.
You play it down as much as possible so that if people don't like it, it feels less painful for you. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm sure that this was actually probably really emotional for him to write, and so at the end he's like, "Ah, geez, I really put myself out there. So let me just jokes, right? I'm not really sad about writing this."
Yeah, which is kind of sad in and of itself.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
not disparagingly, by the way. I don't mean that disparagingly. I must.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, so...
Oh, okay. With that, I think that's enough for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the big war. It was kind of a clusterfuck, kind of.
Kind of preposterous, kind of sad, I guess.
Yeah, wow.
But who would have guessed that Clayton would be like dead and buried by the end of it, and not just like
I can
fucking Rainbow Dash back in Ponyville.
I can very honestly say I did not see this coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now we're gonna the next few chapters. It's kind of some of them are kind of long. We might cut them down or like summarize some of what happens. I'm not exactly sure yet. But yeah, the characters are gonna have to deal with Clayton being gone, and of course, the villains weren't killed. Vanish and Night Shadow and all those guys, they're still around, and this is probably not going to be the only thing they try.
Yeah, presumably not.
I don't think they're going to go back and just go work at McDonald's.
Well, that was a bust. Guess we'll just do nothing forever now.
Yeah.
So Sonic is dead. What will Dr. Eggman do next time? Will Shadow be able to handle becoming the main character? Find out.
Who will become the main character
this time? Yeah.